My Garito Podcast Network presents
Chicano, Chapo, tomando chelas, chingando tacos, having some fun. Chicano, Chapo, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous, give him a beer. Chicano, Chapo, este es el lazo, just lost a fan. Shit, Chicano, Chapo, Ramon's el guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt. Chicano, Chapo. We love our fans. We hope you like this. If not, oh well. That is steps. Support for the Chicano Shuffle is brought to you by Manscaped. So lately I've been getting asked, Ramon, do you really use Manscaped? And I tell them, of course I do. I used it before they became a sponsor. The only difference now is that I use a new Lawnmower 4.0 to keep everything looking firme down there. If you want to keep the talegas or the macana looking their best, then I recommend the Lawnmower 4.0 for your grooming needs. It reduces the chance of nicks, it's waterproof, and even has a little LED light que no lo pierdas. So it's not bad at all. You vatos have any recommendations?
Our guest had some good tips, I heard, Wayne.
Oh, yeah, we have a guest.
Yeah. So recommendation, probably pro tip would be to use the edge of the blade, the trimmer. And you can get the nice fade into the middle.
Oh,
Wait, are we talking about your face or your huevos, Wayne?
Whichever, it works the same way.
Well, if you're going to groom the paquete with Manscaped, why not treat your Wamaros to the full experience? Get yourself the performance package. Not only do you get the Lawnmower 4.0, but you get the Weed Whacker, which is for the ears and nose, and the anti-chafing Wamaros deodorant, a soothing aloe ball spray, a chingon little travel bag, and even some calzones for, chingon little package. Hey, Ferns, you tried the calzones?
I wanted to fucking sport them today, bro. I gotta see how they held up in the rain, the cold. See if they kept everything nice and together, warm. But, it was too cold, I forgot.
Well, I don't use underwear, but I used them to clean the window this morning because it was fucking. It's a little like you know how you get the humedad kind of.
Yeah.
When like tiras palo inside the car and then you're like trying to leave.
Titanic.
You try to leave because the Rangers coming, the park ranger. So it works for that too, right?
Como flanera, or ¿cómo se dice?
Franela.
Franela.
And a mí no me quedan, güey. I get the.
Ay, goloso.
No, I look like a fucking European in the beach, you know.
But you tried?
I mean,
the beaches of Greece or whatever.
Yeah, so I haven't tried them. I gotta get on my size.
El pinche muffin top al 100.
Fuck yeah, dude. Compas, there's no wrong way to handle your mata down there, but there definitely is a right way. When it comes to grooming your Chilinsky and the bolas, how you groom them is a personal preference. Some vatos go a pelotas or with trencitas, while others keep it freshly mowed like the green at the golf course. Some go with the 90s fed like Chapo over here, you know?
Yep.
Use the edge, bro.
Yeah, the edge.
Whatever your preference, Manscaped has the right tools for the job. And for the chin ball hairs,
pubes?
Oh, the chin pubes. Check out the new beard hedger. So, get 20% off with free shipping with the code Chicano Shuffle. One word at manscaped.com. That's right, you get 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the promo code Chicano Shuffle. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Yeah, I mean, I trim my fucking chin pubes, Wayne.
I was going to it, but then the other day I got on eBay and I saw some guy was selling some pubes that were shaped like Jesus, and I was like, dude, I got a shot.
Well, if you use the edge of the fucking
the
trimmer, like this guy's saying,
you can do it.
And I don't describe it in the post. That's how it came out.
It's called chin art. Go to Manscaped, bro. Get your tools for your chin art.
Get rich.
Don't forget también, güey. We got fucking House of Chingazos if you want to fucking Latino, is it? Like they make funny shirts.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool art that's raza based, or you can just show it off with your new pinche, fucking trim barba, or like if you like to like just wear the shirt and no pants and you want to show off the paquete, then you're welcome
Ay,
to.
güey.
You can show both haircuts.
Yeah,
It helps the show too. Everything that any fucking people, the things people buy. I mean, we got the heater we're using now. We fucking got it from La Curazao. I don't know we're going to pay for it because we can't afford the monthly payments on it. Way, so.
We use Fernie's fucking credit.
Fernie's fucking...
Fernie's credit. So that thing's like a 30% fucking loan right there. Güey.
Yeah, no. The repo of his past cars came with that bill. Everything was added to that heater. Way, so.
Yeah. It's like when you trade in your fucking car when you steal money, they added it on top of the heater.
So
what credit? These are
I go, I'm surprised they gave you a heater, bro.
Oh, we've been looking for that guy. Bring him in.
I know. Here's some leña. This is what you can afford.
He bought a toaster fucking 5 years ago.
yeah, so any little thing
Still
that
paying
you
for that
guys
shit.
order through the podcast or anything helps the podcast grow. So we really appreciate anybody that has, and even the people that have been curious and check out the what is it, the product. Really appreciate it. I mean, because that shows that you guys are interested in everything. So se agradece un chingo. Y con eso comenzamos el podcast.
Ahora te despides. I mean, it's all the same.
Yeah. So, shufflers, today we rarely have these. We rarely have people stop by, drop in, or even set up a guest or anything. But today we have a guest, a special guest, an important guest.
All right, wait, how important?
Wow.
It's important. I think for the shuffle, it's important.
Well, for the shuffle or for you, wait?
Well, pa los dos.
It's important to me too.
Yeah. And
Because Ramon did like that fucking jump way, like the fucking Chapo's coming.
yeah,
he did like the fist
I was
in the
looking
air.
happy, bro. I'm like,
When
fuck
Esteban
yeah.
came in, Esteban was like, "Who's this stranger?"
this guy?
I'm like, who's this dude eating Tams
I know, wait.
with my friends?
Who's this eating my burrito?
Who's fucking staining my chair with fucking Thousand
Kept it
Island?
warm. Kept it warm, man.
Who's this guy with a fucking KC hat on?
Yeah, so
Para throw some hands. He says,
for all the shuffle listeners out there, I've brought up this name. I brought it up, and he was very pivotal in 2020 when we started our clan.
wait, pivotal?
In 2020 when we started our Call of Duty clan.
Oh.
he was pivotal because he knew how to play.
Yeah, he's the one that kept us. He's the one that fucking se echaba como fucking 70 matanzas mientras acá yo unas 3.
69, way.
All right.
Ay.
So, Raza, we got with us Chapo from Amor de Chicano.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
How's it going, Chapo?
Good. Feeling pretty good in the nice, cold, rainy weather.
No, this guy picks fucking the worst state of color, California. Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
We had to let him
my
wear, like-
theory is he brought it with him.
Hey,
yeah, no shit, bro.
you know,
Why you bring that
It's never snowed, and then Chapo comes, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it snows. Nah, puro
pretty
pedo.
insane seeing that Thursday night.
He needs a limpia, güey. La lluvia lo
Yeah.
persigue wherever he goes.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, the rain cloud.
I don't appreciate that, bro.
Oh, sorry, man. I'll leave tomorrow, I promise.
As soon as it gets over the clouds, it's all fucking blue skies.
I don't know what these guys are complaining. It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, look at this. This is nice.
Ay, por ahí de las 5, güey. It's getting nice.
Yeah.
Pinches
Well, to me, tomorrow's going to be nice. It's going to be mid-50s.
But it's the
And
feels
sunny.
like that matters, bro. Because I've seen the weather. It says
Yeah.
it's going to be 65, but feels like 34. So I'm like, wait, what? How is this possible?
Right. Yeah, we've had a couple of those. It'd be -2, feeling like -20.
Fuck, bro.
KC. It gets pretty cold.
A lot of homebodies out there, I'm assuming, no?
Yes and no. I mean, everybody, the older you get, you want to stay home, but the younger ones, they still go out in t-shirts and little clothes and go out partying.
Hey, do you,
Little clothes.
snow.
this is probably a dumb question, but it's
up?
all right, bro. Do you guys have fucking street vendors out there with this weather way or what?
With this weather, I don't think so. No, they have a bunch of tiendas like a Tropicana, like a Paleteria, and all these different places that you can buy stuff, whatever. But they do. So when I went to the parade last week,
He's showing
What was
off
the
that his
parade?
team fucking
Yeah,
won.
I know.
Yeah,
no, güey,
Chiefs,
we're
Kansas City
culero.
Chiefs. I know everybody's a Raiders fan and Rams
No,
fan.
we're no fans,
Chargers.
right? I mean, I don't
Rams,
think we have.
I
a team.
wait hasta let's go right away. Give up any teams.
Yeah.
No,
I know-
Chapo, I'm with you.
I know some people listen to they like the Rams, no? I mean,
Yeah.
A lot of people like the Rams and the
Rams,
Raiders.
Raiders, way.
No. Cowboys is a big one too.
Yeah, they've been
The guy has
riding
face
that
change.
promotion.
I know.
What do you got
fucking, what
against the
happened?
Cowboy fans?
I did?
Yeah, fucking changed. Like,
face just changed,
como
bro.
que te dio asco,
Oh
güey.
man,
Like,
sorry. Yeah,
What they do to you, way?
no, nothing, man. Just nothing, honestly, because we always beat them. So, I'm kidding.
All of our Cowboy fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
right now they hit stop.
stop.
Fuck it.
I mean, a
Cancel.
few years ago, I heard they were the biggest team in Mexico. Though. There was a lot of Cowboy fans out
Probably,
there.
yeah. Probably the Cowboys and the Raiders.
What do you think it was about the Cowboys that resonated with Mexicans in Mexico?
I think because there's a lot of Mexicans over there, Tejanos and stuff like that. So they speak Spanish. They got family in Mexico. They talk about them, invite them over, go to the game there. And Texas is a big state. So
Yeah. It is.
I can see that going over there,
Yeah.
being a big influence over there.
A lot of border, bro.
But as you were saying about the vendors, at the parade, there was some vendors doing hot dogs and stuff like that.
So if a raza wants to make it out that way, like right here, you see them pop up selling fruit and selling flowers and shit. What do they do out there? Where?
Anything.
Really?
So like Latinos, they don't, our thing is, if, there's always a way. We're creative for a reason, right? There's a way to make money no matter what we do. If it's picking up trash, if it's doing this, raking up leaves, we find a way to make money. And that's how we survive. And
Is there like a paisa that like fucking has a business on the Tenimpel driveway with all the snow?
honestly, no, I don't know of any.
Shit.
We don't. There are some services that do that, but we don't. I'm the service. I'm the Latino guy.
He's the paisa that cleans up driveways.
Yeah.
Angie list. Give them your Angie.
All right, I'll do that.
Your Angie.
5 stars.
Yeah.
5 stars.
We have we have listeners and
Yeah.
we have people that live back east and
Yeah.
usually they post the pictures like I gotta shovel this today, and I was thinking like is there like there should be a service like we have landscapers, there's raza landscapers like
Yeah.
that those cuando pues sin está nevando, there's nothing to trim or anything because it's dead. Might as well turn that into like a fucking driveway scapers, you know?
Well,
Like,
a lot of times when they build houses over there, because they're always building houses, they switch. So if they're one guy specialized in stucco, wintertime they do something else. So it just changes. But there are some
Like your
services.
tires, bro.
Huh?
Like your tires, didn't you go to winter tires?
I got all season way.
So you got a winter paisa?
You guys didn't notice, but as soon as Chapo started talking about leaving in a few days, look, it started to get sunny outside.
As soon as he gave us that guarantee.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I see hope.
Let me start right now.
He gave us that guarantee, and they was like, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's
No,
funny.
but we always make it, no matter what. If, you know how it is. There's always a way to do something. We're creative.
We're
We'll
hustlers,
find a
bro.
way.
Yeah.
Who would have thought making hot dogs would make money for people, right?
Yeah.
Send people to colleges and pay bills and stuff like that. People make a good living, and then from there they take another step up, and it just takes time.
It's just como todo, way. Like Ramon was talking about a book he's reading about fruit vendors, and I mean, it starts getting into like some crazy shit where like it makes it hard for people that actually want to start something to really start something, because like what this guy was talking about the book is like there's actually one person that owns
Yeah,
a shit
I've
ton
heard
of
that.
fruit stands, and then these people they're kind of like with the sex trade, like you owe them money and then they have you fucking under their umbrella. Like if you go on your own you're fucked, or if you go on your own you do this. I mean, it hurts a lot of people también.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you don't own the thing, how much are you really making?
Yeah.
But-
Well, the thing, so what I was, I think I was telling Fernie last week. I think I got like 4 or 5 chapters left. On
Bro,
it.
you've been reading that book for like a year, güey.
No,
but
not
Netflix,
It's a
even.
slow read. It's a slow read.
Yeah.
But Netflix, that's you, way.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Pero he's caught up on all his shows, eh?
Hey.
En la noche. En la noche. That one, like in the daytime or whatever, me lo hecho. But it's a network.
This is a guy where that he can tell. Hey, wait, what's that show with the table? That brown table? Oh, that's fucking so and so. Like, how do you know this? Way?
That's Game of Thrones chapter 6. episode.
Hey, what was that show that uses that green carpet? Oh, that's fucking on Amazon Prime. Fucking so. Like, how do you know this
It's
shit?
like
way?
the Rain Man of movies. But
How do you know this? Way?
Yeah, pero así el libro, así he's been talking about the
But the
Fruteros
book?
book
Oh yeah, I got 6 chapters left. It's been like 3 years. Way.
since 2020.
I
Where he's
started
been
last
reading.
year with it.
and how was it so far?
It's really interesting. It's like a lot
It's a
of
slow
the,
burn, apparently.
a lot of
It's
the
very interesting that he hasn't finished it in 3 years.
because when you start thinking, even with the hot dog vendors, you think that it's their cart, but sometimes you're working for somebody, that has that cart.
You should have learned that lesson when these vatos had a cart and had a señora fucking cooking,
Oh yeah, bro. We're providing jobs.
creating jobs, way.
Yeah, and the thing is
That's
that,
when you should have learned that lesson, way.
but la cosa, well, with that one it's different because that they were paying her,
Yeah, we were.
they were paying her. Acá is like you're paying off your debt type of deal. Because they like por ejemplo, all of them come from a pueblo in Puebla. It's like a small town in Puebla, the majority. So se llama fucking
The ones from the book, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Because
the ones from the book. Something del mundo in Puebla, and they come in, and since the owners of this son del pueblo ya los conocen y las familias allá se vienen, and let's just say you own the carts, right? And you helped me come over, so now I owe you for el coyote.
Damn.
Where I'm staying at is one of your houses, so then I'm paying you for the roofing or house and board. Not only that, but you also bring in food. So, y el gas, la luz y todo el agua, todo eso me lo vas a cobrar. So the way que te voy a pagar is by working your cart.
Right.
And they're not getting paid minimum wage. They're getting paid almost lower than
that's
that.
like slave labor.
Yeah.
But I
Pretty
mean,
much, yeah.
that's been happening forever too, even like with the farmers too, no? That they had for a long time también que se
¿The
los...
braceros?
Yeah, no, not even the braceros. Like after the braceros was an actual program, pues, like a federal program, way. And that's when the fucking immigration was better porque vinieron a chambear, then they go home for the winter, like this guy's saying, to do their other jale. And then they come back to pick and they just go back and forth way. That was okay. Now they shut it down, pues you can't go back and forth. So now they're forced to stay here. Now people start talking shit. But I'm saying like that movida where se los traen, they go, okay, ya te trajimos, now you're gonna work fucking the fields for us way. And we're gonna give you a little fucking cot and fucking 2 meals. And fucking we're gonna pay you like $1 a day type of shit way. And the rest goes to pay off your debt type of shit.
It's just like everything, right? Like he said, we figured out. Yeah, we figured out. We also figured out how to fucking scam it, también.
Yeah.
So there has to be that polarity. There has to be the polarity between figuring out a legit thing and also we figure out shit like how to fucking game the system too. Because I mean, it is a game, way. Like people don't realize that life is a game, really. If you really think about it, you just gotta learn how to play it.
Right.
So you're either in the sidelines or you're in. And so I mean, también you gotta not have sympathy for these people, but like, they have families too, right, bro? Like a lot of the times we don't like to really like acknowledge that. Sometimes people do shady shit because they want to provide for their family. Like they sell drugs on the street. Sometimes it's, to accumulate fucking material wealth, but sometimes it's because this is the only thing I have to fucking take care of my mom and stuff like that. So it's
When people are desperate, they do desperate things.
for sure, way. I mean, it's tough, way. I mean, in the economy that we're in right now, I mean, como la hace la gente, way.
Yeah.
People struggle out here. I mean, I don't know how rent is out there, but fucking.
It's high, but it's not as bad as over here. I mean, over here is super expensive.
I mean,
everything's
shit,
expensive.
a fucking
here.
shitty house is fucking.
A studio is like almost $2,000 a month now.
It's crazy, dude. Like fucking a house in Watts, fucking Compton. I mean, 800,000 way, fucking
Fácil.
shit like that. Where it's like
Yeah.
these neighborhoods. I mean, I feel like it's the greed sometimes gets the best of people. También,
Well, I mean, greed is the big part of it. Where that's why. But all these companies, I mean, look at that train that crashed away. Even though not even talk about that toxic shit. The one we're talking about the trains when they're robbing them here.
Yeah.
Okay, they're fucking the city's fucking flipping the bill fucking for the police to fucking cuidar now when these vatos cut all the security so they can fucking pay their stockholders back.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with the system también, where everybody points fingers. Where like, who takes accountability? When have you heard a fucking politician or somebody say, you know what, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Never.
I don't know. Like, right, you hear a lot of smart people talk and they say the smartest thing you can say is, I don't know. Like, it's okay to say, I don't know. People respect you even more, but everybody feels like they need to have the answer. And by the answer, it's like, well, it's them. Or no, it's them. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I mean, we asked you if you saw the homeless.
Right.
There's people making $200,000 a year figuring that out, and they don't do shit. I mean, that we don't see. Maybe it's one of those things maybe it is one of those things where it's like a gradual thing, and then it's gradually, then suddenly. So they're implementing things right now that maybe we'll see in the future. Who knows where? But it's definitely people taking advantage of the situation for sure.
But how come at our age we don't know that they don't own the carts? Is it because we don't talk to each other about what's going on?
I don't think we want to kind of thing.
But see, that changes everything, Chapo. Because like when you see a fruit vendor getting harassed, it's a fucking horrible sight.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people's lens is that's the owner. Like they don't realize that. Wait, that's just the worker. But the guy or the woman in closed doors in the shadows is like, yeah,
it's the owner.
Yeah, give us a GoFundMe or take care of him.
Yeah,
It's-
I've been seeing a lot of that lately.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when we had the whole the whole killings when COVID happened, the cops, the blacks, and all that fucking shit that was happening. I mean, it was like fucking between the black community and the Latino community, because there was a lot of black, like younger kids fucking stealing shit from people in Long Beach. So it was like a conflicting thing, right? Because everybody was talking about the Black Lives Matter and right, everybody was for that movement. But then there was a pocket of Latinos who were like, wait, but I'm conflicted because they're killing street vendors.
Right.
You get into all that kind of shit where, and it gets really complicated when we're fighting against each other. Where
it does. But I think we do need, as Latinos, we need to talk to each other. Like we should say, yeah, I don't own this cart. This is what I'm actually doing.
Pero Chapo, I think sometimes it's like, por ejemplo, it's happened to me, and Fernando's been there most of the time when this happens. It's like when I start talking to somebody and I'm asking them questions, they get nervous. You know, like, hey, so fucking, ¿cuánto tiempo tienes aquí? Or like, you know, what's the setup? Or ¿cómo te agarró? Like, and they start like, why is this guy asking all these questions?
Ramon sounds like this is going to rob him next week.
Not only that, they think that I might be the food inspector or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, te voy a mi pinche placa and everything.
But I mean, that's your personality, the way. I mean, that's why, like earlier when you're like, hey, this, and I'm like, I don't do that. Like your personality is more on the outside. If you're looking at the way you talk to these people, it's like, wait, that's a little personal. Where like you just met this person, you don't even have rapport. It's just you have to have rapport with somebody.
But entre familia, though, what I'm saying.
Oh,
so if I have a cart and, you know, somebody owns the cart or whatever, and I'm doing my business, I'm not telling my wife or, you know, my kids or brother or anything. So they know the business. They know what's going on. I think the more we know, the better we'll be off. But we're holding on to information.
Yeah.
We're not going to.
But you know what, bro? We hold on to information because we don't want our parents to worry about us. We don't want our families to worry about us. Our families already have enough shit to worry about. I don't tell my mom anything. My mom thinks that my life is just, this guy does this. Why am I going to tell her? She doesn't know how to handle stress.
Right.
So it's not that I don't communicate with her. It's that I don't want to stress her out. Yeah. So as a community, we do that a lot. We don't like to speak because we don't want to inconvenience people, and especially in our families, we don't want them. We want that facade that everything's good.
Everything's good.
When in reality, we're just trying to figure that shit out, bro.
Trying to survive.
Yeah, so it's a difficult one. Where I mean, obviously, it's not that's not the whole picture, but it's part of the reason that we're like that we stay quiet. Where
we need to change that. I'm trying to change that.
But how do you change that?
Little by little. I mean, you can't just force it on someone. I mean, if someone's growing up their whole life just being very private, you can't just start pulling information out of them. You got to say, you know, start with little things here and there. Tell them a little bit about your life. Not a lot.
I shave.
Yeah. I do a fade it to the left.
Chicano has a fucking product they're pushing right now. Where you get 20% off.
It became a commercial. Like this is crazy. This is expert podcasting. That's fine, bro.
How do you stay so happy? Oh, I trim my beard and make me feel good.
You use the little edge of the trimmer.
It covers the papada chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, no lie. It's crazy how a haircut or something 100% like makes you feel like, oh, fuck yeah.
It feels if you feel lighter, you feel like cleaner, you feel like
changes your whole personality at that point.
Shaped your papada.
Which one, güey?
The fupa también, güey.
El fupa, ay, güey.
He's got the stairway to the chin, bro.
Tengo la línea that connects now, güey. From the bottom to the top.
Hey, there should be a thing as a dad chin, way. There should be a thing, right? We should coin that, the dad chin.
Dad goatee, güey. Yeah, no, but como dice este güey, like, I don't think you got to change someone, way. I mean, como dices, you work on yourself.
Yeah.
And if you slowly, hopefully, you start like a little thing, like I share a little bit extra, and then hopefully at some point they feel confident to share a little bit extra, and maybe they do it with someone else, and hopefully it grows, way. But it's like you're saying, like it's those little tiny steps that hopefully kind of ramp up at some point, you know?
The other thing too is that we feel like it's like there's only room for a few of us. So we're in
That's
that
another problem, too.
doggy world, kind of crabs in the bucket, like this guy says. Like we have that mentality. I mean, dude, there's money to go for anybody can like really take. Obviously, not like anybody, but there's really opportunities if you want it. There's really
It's there.
you can do it no matter what your circumstances are. But I think just people just don't have that proper guidance, and then there's not a lot of people around that are doing it, and they just feel like they can't. I mean, we see it in the podcast where with the messages that we get and the people listening is sometimes it resonates. Sometimes these guys are full of shit or this guy's full of shit. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is just kind of also help. Like it's not the answer. Like what I say in this podcast is not the answer, but it's what helped me. Maybe it'll help
answer
somebody.
for you.
Yeah.
But you're just telling your experience.
For sure. I'm not saying it's the end all. And I try not to convey that, but sometimes it comes across like, oh, this guy knows what he thinks he knows everything.
Right.
But it's not even that, dude. It's just, you got to share information.
Yeah, you have to. I think that's really super important. It has to be. I mean, that's the main thing. You have to share.
Chapo, I know that when we started messaging or fucking, I remember he was helping me out with the Instagram. Remember? Chapo tell me this, and Chapo told me that. And que la
He beat the algorithm.
fucking Chapo. But you've said yourself that you're very reserved, right? You're not outgoing as much.
I'm a like what do you call it? I'm an extrovert, but I'm also an introvert at the same time. I can be an extrovert, but only for a small period of time. And then after a couple hours, I need to recharge my batteries because it's just too much stimulation, too much stuff going on, and it just tires me out.
That's why you enjoy the your page, right? Because you get to share, but también you're not in the limelight type of deal, right?
Well, yeah, like the page, the reason why I created it was one to keep me busy because I was going through some things at the time, but to promote Latinos. How many Latinos promote each other? None.
Yeah,
unless
fair.
it's like here, you give me this, I'll give you that type of thing.
A tit for tat.
Yeah, I don't ask for anything. If people say, well, can you promote my page for whatever? I'll give you this. Okay, but honestly, you don't have to do that. I just do it for the love of our people, to progress and do things. If they have a small shop doing fruta, whatever, I'll promote it. If I like it, I'll promote it. That's all. I just want our people to be happy and to be successful.
Yeah, man. Because
What about Chapo, bro? Don't you want to be happy?
I want to know about
Does that make you happy?
No, it makes me happy. Seeing our people, whatever, if you're from Mexico, Salvador, wherever, they're all my people, right? We're all brown. No matter if we're in Florida, we all be Cubans. If we're all in California, be Mexicans. It's the same like that. I just want to help people. I just want people to be happy. I want people to survive. That's what my dad wanted to do. All he ever wanted to do was just help people progress in life, whether it be giving advice. My dad gave some money out, which didn't work out too well. But it got people inspired, and that's what I want to do.
That's cool. I mean, honestly, bro, like when we started this podcast, I think you were like the first one that kind of reached out and gave us that little push.
Well, I mean, I enjoy the content. It's just hanging out with the guys at home before COVID. But I got along with all you guys' stories and stuff like that. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So
I mean, I remember because we were just starting. And like, who the fuck is this? Look how many followers this page has.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Ramon was all fucking.
It didn't hit me. It didn't hit me until like about a week later when Fernie confirmed it because I don't know, like, hey, dude, we got a fucking bump. And I'm all like, oh, yeah, ¿cómo está ese pedo? Ya me enseñaron. Because I don't know if I just started Instagram or something.
Yeah. Well, you just said.
With the 6 pages?
Yeah. The 6 fucking accounts.
Yeah, literally.
6 fucking accounts, man.
Literally.
Hey, remember when he took over for Halloween? The Patreon, he posted like fucking 20 fucking Halloween posts.
It was 12.
Hey,
12 days.
you need
He was
engagement.
learning,
You need engagement.
And he posted one with each account.
And then I go back and I like it with a different account.
Pero para que veas, he's still learning porque
I still don't know
The
it.
post I put this week, wait, that I put, hey, wait, tell us who broke this chair. This vato, oh, fucking Ceviche Joe, this is why the table. And I'm like, no mames, wait, you're supposed to let the people.
Yeah.
It's a little game we're playing, wait.
Me adelanté, güey.
Yeah.
I got excited. I'm like,
So he's still learning.
I think that's why people post those controversial posts, right? Because they want the engagement. They want people to fight in the comments to create a better algorithm for themselves.
Oh, for sure, because that's what the algorithm likes. Because people like to read that shit.
Well, I mean, the algorithm likes it because that's what people like. I mean, if you listen to Tony, a buddy that does even like YouTube or social media shit, they'll tell you that the negative posts get more fucking views and likes and shit, more engagement than the positive ones would.
It doesn't even have to be full negative, though. That's the thing. Is like you can say,
The antithesis.
I mean,
that's where.
the thing is to complete the story. Like people don't know how to tell a fucking story. Like if you're gonna invite somebody to click on your shit or listen to your thing, it's okay to be quote unquote negative, but finish the fucking story. Like
Complete the narrative.
10 things not to do starting a podcast. That could be like, oh, but you end it fucking with the uplifting kind of to, but what people
what you
do is
should do.
they don't end the story.
Right,
They
right.
just continue the negative fucking story. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because that I would say that's the correct way to do it because you get the clickbait, pues, but you get the content.
You have
good
to
too.
give them what they
engagement.
came for.
But I mean, it's whenever you do something negative, pues, you're gonna get more engagement with. That's just a fact. If you did it right, if you do the good content, I would say is like you're saying, where like you complete the narrative, and if it's the 10 things, pues, you do it wrong, you at the end you throw in the 10 things that you should be doing.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be that makes
completes
sense to
the
me.
story. Way.
Yeah.
But you're still going for that clickbait. You're still getting them with the negative, pues. So está cabrón that that's what I'm saying, that the algorithm pues only learns from what like people are liking, way. So the algorithm's not deciding I'm gonna show you the negative. It's showing you what you're gonna like, supposedly.
Yeah, but
what it thinks you're gonna like.
The reason that we use the algorithm is because who else are we gonna really? I mean, I know the algorithm's not really like it's not something that's like, hey, Chapo, look at this. But it's what else are we gonna use? I mean, it's the algorithm.
Chapo, you promote a lot of raza, a lot of shows. I've watched a lot of shows because you promote them. I listen to music because you put it up.
Ay, güey. Ya mama se la, güey.
Hey, am I an influencer now or what?
No. It's Chapo approved.
Ay,
Like what
güey.
is it?
Yeah.
Ramon's gonna give you your blue check mark.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait.
But
Certified Chapo.
But you promote a lot of positivity, but you still get a lot of shit, right?
No, honestly, no.
No?
There was. I got some shit from some people because of comments that people made. It's like how am I gonna?
On other people's comments, right?
Yeah, other people's comments.
okay.
I can't do anything about that. I can't control these people what they say, and I'm not on it checking it every time. I'm not gonna police it. If they're gonna talk
You're not
stuff,
deleting it, bro.
no. People have the freedom to say whatever they want.
Yeah, ándale.
No.
It's crazy that people are like, hey, wait, why are you letting this fucking on your platform?
Yeah.
I mean, what am I?
ridiculous.
I can't monitor. I don't have a team.
Hey, bro, but like, you got to think about
You got Ramon, güey.
Oh yeah.
I
But
suck
Ramon
at
doesn't
it.
know how to
I
use
suck at
Instagram.
it, so-
like you could have a video of like a little kitten on YouTube and then still have dislikes and then it'll turn into political shit and somehow it's Biden
And then it gets
somehow
dirty.
it's Trump. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
wait, it's just a little kitten. Wait, how the fuck did the little kitten get into the political discussion?
Fucking.
How is it
Then too
like-
many kittens across the border. What's going on?
That-
I know, like, hey, what are you saying?
That kitty's too woke.
It's-
Why,
yeah,
why
it's
is it a
cra-
white cat?
Yeah.
Why can't you put colored cats?
What do you got against striped cats?
Or color,
How do you know it's a male cat? It's a tall kind of shit.
Yeah, it's crazy how
How do you
people.
know it?
identifies as a parrot.
Wow.
I know, it's just like those are the comments that people would put.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what we're going with, you know?
It is crazy how people can change what is actually going on in a picture or a video when it's not really the intention.
I mean, dude, it's starting to become a thing where the comment section is the section to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes the video is not even like the comment section is where the entertainment's at.
Yeah, it's That can be pretty crazy.
I mean, I'm wired now to see a video, and then
Yeah.
if it's like crazy, I'm like, oh, let's see
check
what
the
they're
comment.
saying.
Yeah.
I don't just think, oh, it's crazy, let's move on. No, I'm like, oh shit, I want to.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a great fucking segue to the story I wanted to bring up. Wait, I accidentally signed up for a user account on OnlyFans yesterday. Wait,
Wait, accidentally.
Accidentally.
Wait, hold on.
Pásame esa, güey. Pásame. I want to be able to use that one.
accidentally, all of a sudden, I was on OnlyFans and I was scrolling through it because
My credit card accidentally got inputted.
I don't know how I put the expiration date on the CCV.
Apple products.
Man.
I was trying to put it
Everything's
in.
integrated.
All my cards are on file. Everything. Wait.
I was
good one.
I was trying to search fucking for an address and somehow I got into OnlyFans.
I was looking for OnlyFans.
It's because
looking for some flans.
Yeah, wait, it's because my girl was talking to me about a TikTok about a woman named, this is her handles, way, Miss Calcium Cannons.
Oh, hey.
Okay, I get it.
Great strong bones. Man.
No, pinche casa.
Yeah, but trip out on this shit, wait.
Okay.
So her videos on OnlyFans,
Yeah.
she was breastfeeding her kid. So I'm like,
That's
nah.
weird. Yeah.
I'm like, I looked at the comments and I was like, nah. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fucking see if this is really happening. and sure enough, where
That's crazy.
she was getting all this. Obviously, like the breastfeeding thing is starting to become like there's certain pockets
little
of
niche.
women that are like, yeah, it's okay to do it.
Yeah.
But then you get these pockets where the comment section was just like, I mean, I don't know way how I feel about that way. I mean, obviously I'm not a woman, but still like. Having a kid like as a prop like that on OnlyFans way, I was like, that's why I was like, no, I gotta see it. Like if people are just making this up, and I couldn't find it way, but I ended up with an account,
He found other ones.
so I started subscribing to shit way because I mean I'm already there.
Pues ya que, gotta support the raza.
Hold on, let me write this shit down.
Chapo
my
told me
God.
how to support raza, so I
Yeah,
estoy.
you gotta do it.
Latina, check.
Ramon said
Latina,
there's a
check.
bunch of girls with dead stares in this app, so
like
I
fucking.
They don't have souls, he said. They're dead inside.
no, but that was one
Oh,
of those
shit.
things where I went into the comment section and I just couldn't believe it. Where so I'm like, fuck,
That's
where-
kind of crazy to just put your kid out there, and I mean that's not like that site is it's in sexual nature. So why would you put your? I mean, I don't know. She made the decision, but if it was just her, I can understand just doing it. But she's bringing her baby in there.
Well, dude, there was a comment of some guy that says you and your kid are cute. Like this is the kind of shit that's being
that's-
attractive.
No.
But I think, I mean,
Calcium cannons.
I know,
man.
but did you actually find it? Like, did you see the videos or no?
I saw the TikTok. I mean, she fucking. If you go on
He said he
TikTok,
didn't find the thing. huh?
but apparently what she's posting on TikTok is like light. Like it's,
Yeah.
the OnlyFans is supposedly where it's at. That's what they were saying.
That's what's gonna pay that for the kid's college, bro.
Maybe she's a single mother and she figured out, hey, people are into.
Yeah, but
people
like
are
you're saying,
into
you're-
all
you're-
kinds
I
of
mean,
things.
but your
and-
kid's a prop. We no mames.
But most, I mean,
No,
most
but
of
like
the
you're
time,
saying,
you're
you're
not even
pulling
showing
in
the
weird
kid.
shit, like weird people. Way.
You're putting
Yeah.
in like even if it's an innocent thing, right? But you're assuming that people aren't gonna fucking like. There's some weird people out there. I don't know. It made me kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah,
where-
it was kind of weird.
So that's why I was like, nah, this can't be happening. I ended up with an account.
Somehow my credit card fucking got punched in.
Man,
I don't know, man.
that's a really different type of thing.
I mean, we could start one of my protein bags.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
protein pockets.
There we go, protein
But why
pockets.
is it a wheat thing? I don't want anything to do with the side business, bro. Like, what the
Este güey, puros videos of him dunking his huevos in the toilet.
what? You need me and Fernando to edit the videos? No, fuck off.
Hey, play the song right now.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. It's going to put my kids through college.
Oh man.
Holy shit, dude.
What the fuck, the way?
Maybe you and Calcium Cannons could fucking link up with
Collab? Collab? You can give her one for the other side. It's a collab, bro.
I mean, did you transfer into the TikTok space where are you still fucking
Nah, I
Good
don't- I don't-
segue.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's a whole nother world.
I know.
over
Yeah,
there,
it's
dude.
a whole. I watch TikTok, right? But I don't really post anything on TikTok.
Y eso, I mean, ¿por qué no te pega? I mean, that's where the
It's a lot of work doing IG and TikTok.
Yeah.
IG.
Can't you transfer like from TikTok to IG?
I mean, you can, but I don't know. I would rather just do it separate. It's more like a videoing yourself, having fun or doing whatever. I'm not there yet. You know, IG's pretty busy. Like now it's been pretty crazy. Posted a video recently of some guy just playing a game with his maybe brother or whatever, and they're blindfolded. And they're supposed to hit each other with cintos, right? And one pulls the thing down, the blind, and starts smacking the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's como la gallinita ciega, güey.
Right? And for some reason, my phone kept going off and off, like notification after notification.
Clink, clink.
As of yesterday, I got 3 million views.
Holy shit, bro.
Accounts reached. I don't know why. It just started going crazy.
Holy shit.
And I got like 400 or 500 new accounts. I don't know these people. They're not Raza. A lot of them aren't Raza. I don't know.
Half of them are Ramon's accounts.
But you know, it gets busy. You know, and that's not really what I want to do. I want to promote more people, but
We gotta
with
get the
everything
eyeballs there,
slowing
güey.
down now, I'm able to dedicate more time to IG and help people out.
I mean, they could turn into like a meme page quick, huh, bro?
And that's how it was going. I was promoting people and talking about Latinos and, you know, actors, you know, scientists, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, in the beginning, it didn't really get a lot of likes because people want to see funny shit, right?
Yeah.
They want to be entertained.
Yeah.
So I started doing into the meme stuff, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I was moving away from highlighting Latinos in general.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So then I started to combine both of them.
Why don't you get into the podcast space, way with the whole brand, the More de Chicano?
Well, I mean, a friend of mine told me about that, but I'm not really that interesting.
Yeah, be
for the-
surprised,
But
bro.
it's not like you said, güey. It's not about you, güey.
Yeah, it's not
Right,
about you. It's about
right.
the person and the
The
story.
stories, yeah,
Right,
you have
right.
plenty of stories that you can
Right.
relate and share that.
Yeah.
And you know, you got a podcast voice, bro.
Well, we'll
Ay,
see.
oílo.
Hey, maybe it's from getting drunk the other night. I don't know.
He's got the base that fucking Fernie and I lack.
Ay,
I mean, what's the plan for the page? I mean, what is it that you?
I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, what's my goal for this page? Honestly, I don't even know yet.
You know,
Even though I do have a lot of followers, I don't have any real direction of where I wanted to push it to.
There's no plan type of shit.
No, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to go to these little conventions for Latinos, right? There was some other big ones here in LA, I think.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
And we miss them every time, bro.
We miss them. I don't
Yeah.
even know they exist.
And
güey.
I think that's another problem that we have in our
Qué mal
community.
somos, güey.
That
too much traffic, way.
I think that's another thing that we lack is we don't promote each other. Like we don't promote even our own business a lot. And so how would anyone know? You guys, it was in this town. You guys didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
there's multiple, you're saying.
yeah, there was multiple.
Yeah, there's been multiple. Well,
Fuck,
I've
we're
seen
fucking
some
bad
of
at
them, but
this.
when I see them, it's like either we already have something planned or like no vamos a estar or lo que sea, you know.
He's got a show to catch up on.
What you mean? I've seen them, and I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes me entra that fucking I don't want to
Hate
say
'em?
no. It's not the hate. It's
You
that
gotta do some videos for OnlyFans.
Déjalo terminar, güey.
Thank you.
I think he's the one stuttering, way. I
But
gotta
all the ones you're saying are like,
I gotta fill time, bro.
It's that you don't trust it. Like
That's just Latinos in general.
yeah,
man.
because you see
that's the
somebody
hater,
and like
güey.
it's what kind of tranza is this? You know, you
See?
start thinking, and that's
Pinches
something
marihuanos.
that I'm trying to get out of myself because I'm like, not everything's a fucking tranza. I gotta stop seeing everything as people trying to like take advantage of us or our business or whatever we have because they're like, oh, you have to pay for it. It's like, yeah.
And again, I think that's what we need to do is start talking to each other and find out who's been in those conventions and say, okay, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, we signed up for this, you pay for this, but you get this, this, and this.
Last year they had this, and this
Right.
type of shit. Yeah.
I think
But
we
no
just-
one talks, and so we don't know, so we don't trust it.
We also overthink things, right? Because
No,
like
100%.
yesterday, I filmed my first vlog, and it's fucking douchey, dude. To fucking be with the camera outside and doing shit. But this is the kind of shit that needs to be done with. So if I have that insecurity, what people are gonna think,
Everyone's doing
I'm
it.
never gonna fucking go up in that step. So it's just doing things that you won't normally do because that's also in our culture where we don't really we all and probably every culture way, but in ours especially, we always worry about what other people are thinking about us. Like, oh, I'm here with this camera.
¿Qué va a decir tu tía?
¿Qué va a decir mi tía?
Yeah.
¿Qué va a decir el güey that's fucking
Yeah.
poniendo gas and I'm over here fucking trying to film it? It's just having that mindset to like just do things a little different way. I don't think
We gotta untrain that brain, reprogram it.
it's hard though because it's a generational thing. I mean, our parents, we talk about this a lot. I mean, our parents, look at like from the generation that our parents come from, where you don't get divorced because what people are gonna think. So my mom got a fucking shitty life with my dad because of what people were gonna think. Like you wouldn't divorce in those days. So that was that conditioning was brought into us, and now we grew up worried about what other people are gonna think, and it's just, how do we think that as adults we're gonna be productive when we're always worried about what people are thinking about us?
Yeah. I mean, we got to do something different. We got to do something we've never done before. Right?
Yeah, I mean, they say that the definition of what is it, insanity is
doing the same thing over and expecting a different result.
How's it gonna change? How's it gonna change?
Ay, pinche Ramon se le... He tickled the little pelitos of his fucking protein cannons. Or
I mean, this is an example. How long has that been around? And this guy barely heard that. You know, it's
no, I've heard it, but like he delivered it right. You know,
Ay,
we chop it up.
Wait, no,
we chop it up. We fuck it up.
I know.
I don't know, man.
Me and Esteban have said it before pretty nicely.
Yeah, but
that shit's been around for like the 30s.
Like
It's never tickled your balls the way his voice just did.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? It's a little bubble, but I mean, this is it's just what happens, bro. It's like people expect things like. And it gets a little controversial, right? Because I come from the mindset that not everybody deserves love. Not everybody deserves happiness. Not everybody deserves success. Like, to deserve something is you're working towards that. It's not just a given. I come from that mindset where it's not just a given because you're born, like all this stuff. Because then you grow up entitled that you should have more than you really are putting out, right? So it's like a hamster wheel. Like, you start getting into the shit where one day you're going to win the lotto? Like, oh, I'm going to fucking do this, or one day I'm going to win that, or that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Pero el pinche, como decía este güey de las tranzas, you think it's kind of like that, what's a good analogy? Like the fucking, kind of like, not to throw people under the bus, but we all know that those vatos that are fucking, que son celosos, like, you can't go out, like my girl can't go out, porque she's gonna fucking some vatos gonna hit on her and she's gonna be drunk and they're gonna but like they think of it because it's something like they've done, like type of shit. You know, like I know como soy yo cuando salgo.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming my partner is gonna do the same thing.
For sure.
So do you think that tranza and the raza is the same thing? Like, oh fucking, I know I would take advantage of a situation. So other people must be doing the same thing.
I mean, it might be. Well, it could be also. I mean, that you got taken advantage of, because we've talked about where there was opportunities you growing up that you're gonna get a job and you go and it's a fucking pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
You know,
like those knives.
Yeah, ándale. You know, or
I don't name the brand, but you know,
or like it's like a savings plan, or it's like, you know, it's this great thing that you sell insurance and you're giving to them. Y que la chingada. So then
it's trauma.
And in a way, you're like, fuck, I'm doing this. I'm gonna make money, but I'm taking advantage of other people, you know. So it's just like at some point we didn't pursue it, or we didn't pull it off because either we had morals or we sucked at it. You know, like especialmente si tienes morales y fucking you sucked at it, but definitely it's not your business. You know, but and I think about it, I'm like, some of these, I'm like, okay, what are you offering? They give information, but it's like they don't break it down.
You're talking about the events.
Yeah,
no?
some of the events. I see them, and they'll tell you we're having the guest speaker, but it just says that. It doesn't tell you, like, he'll be covering this or he'll be covering that. So there's not even much information for you to say, okay, this is something I want to go see, but I'm like, or be part of.
Well, how come we don't ask?
And that's the other thing. También porque...
Ramon's good at asking, no way.
I'm good at asking.
When he wants to.
But at the time, and sometimes I'm like, ves esto, and like, oh, well, who am I going to ask, or who do I send this to? And now with social media, it's easier because you just send a message, and if you get a response, you get a response, you know. But I see these things, and I'm kind of like, ¿cuánto fuck? 500 for the fucking, for 2 days, y luego, you know, viene with like fucking cheese and crackers, no te dan ni like a full meal.
Nice
like
sandwich platter.
Yeah,
But it should be that expensive, because if you give content for free, people are just gonna shit on it that it's not good. But if you have money invested, that's why I've heard fucking plenty of times people that do seminars, I didn't charge shit, but nobody came. And then when I charged $1,000, I had all these fucking people, and then they were doing the work because they were $1,000 in.
Isn't it like one of those things where it says you want what you can't have? Right?
Yeah.
If it's expensive, it's gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, but I can make it.
If it's free content, it's like people think that it's not. It's just useful, yeah. I mean, all this shit we talk about here. If we were sitting in a fucking fat mansion with a shit ton of production, the same message would hit different, because people. That's another thing, is that our metrics of success is flawed way. For what other people looked at success, money, fame. We saw how didn't make them happy, and it's not really completing them. So what we think success is not really success. Where
Right.
I can get more fucking knowledge from. We did an event one time in East LA, and I knew some guy that was they called him the brujo because he was like some dude from Mexico that would do like. He was like a curandero, and he was just doing like little things in the
Chicken
street.
bones and stuff.
It was jewelry.
It'd be like an obsidian thing, and
okay.
like you get more wisdom from somebody like that than somebody on YouTube how to make $1 million. But you see him in dirty sandals, and you see him with dirty fucking pants or whatever, and you're like, pobrecito. This
Yeah.
fucking dude
He's
has to
living
figure it
it.
out.
Yeah.
Like this is what I want. I want to get to that.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not. I'm a little bougie where I'm not gonna wear those fucking sandals, but it's still part of being a fucking human. Is you need both sides where you need to have that humble side where we have that in our culture where we come from people that live off the earth, curanderos, people that had plants that did this and that.
Yeah.
But then I think we need to balance it out with also kind of having that business mindset, like you said, and like. I think Fernando's right that it comes from that mindset where like you're a cheater, so you think everybody's cheating. That's what other people think about you. The reason that it affects you is because you criticize other people and you think that that's how everybody is. Like if you're worried that somebody's going to criticize you, that's because you criticize everybody. But not everybody's the same way, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean that thing of paying for shit. It's like that old that other one too. That if you put something outside, pues, and the point is free, it sits there forever. But if you put something, you put a no desk outside, you put
For sale.
$20, it fucking disappears at night.
For sure, bro.
Right? Like,
For sure.
So it's the same thing. Like once you put a value on it, pues, people value it a little higher, pues. I mean, to a point. There's like there's a point of like where the end of the pinche, como le pones $1,000 the event, all of a sudden you're like,
Hey, so let
is
me-
it worth it? But if you're like that $500-$600, go, oh, well, yeah, wait, a ver. There's got to be some info there,
Hey,
way.
so fucking let's monetize the podcast and like fucking stop sending publishing it for free. Le ponemos un
Right
precio.
away.
Hey, put it on
Subscription.
OnlyFans.
I know, right?
I have an account.
Well, so does protein cannons over here.
Oh my god.
It's just one of those, like, también, like, you know, like, well, I mean, because también nosotros tenemos un problema de putting value to our own stuff. We always shortchange
Yeah,
ourselves.
same. I'm the same way.
You
I'm
know?
the same way.
I'm 100%.
I think it's
with you.
because it's like you feel like you're never good enough.
Yeah.
And then, but even when someone comes to you because they think you're good enough, you're like, I don't know who you are. What are you trying to sell me?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
What's the tranza?
So then we're stuck.
Yeah.
And we got to change out of that. But it's difficult.
I mean, is it going to
hard.
change the way? I mean, it's I don't think as a community it's going to change. I think it's an individual kind of pursuit. Like, really, right? I mean, if you change yourself, you change the world because you see the world differently.
I think sometimes if you change yourself, well, yeah, like you said, if you change yourself, you change the world. Because I was going to say, if you change yourself, then people closest to you will kind of sort of adopt those things based on how often you do
I
it.
don't know, bro.
No, well, I mean, it goes back to like what we were talking about earlier, where like, so you change yourself, way poquito a poquito también. And as other people see it, the hope is that they start maybe, they don't take it all in, but maybe they do it for you or they do it for someone else. And then maybe that little fucking crumb grows with someone else. So you start that little snowball effect. Like, and at some point, kind of like you're saying, where like it's these little small steps that at some point fucking snowball and it ramps up.
And it's not like instant. It's gradual over, I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
We
generations
won't see that change or we won't see that
No,
improvement.
no.
But it's something that you leave behind. Como dice, you go into furniture, you plant that little seed and you're not gonna bear the fruit. You're not
Right.
gonna get to enjoy it.
Well, you
but-
shouldn't expect to.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
at some
either
point,
way.
you know that seed that you planted is gonna grow and it's gonna definitely help others.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
It
a
could
different
happen,
approach.
but who knows?
It's a different approach because if you change yourself, I mean, it's
I do like that though, Esteban. When you say when you change yourself, you change the world because your world is, it changes.
This is your
Wait,
world, right?
And to some people, the whole world is themselves.
Yeah.
wait. Putting yourself first is putting everybody first. Like if I work on myself, and I know when I first started talking, everybody's like, "Oh, it's the selfish thing to look for." No, it's not, way. Because if I work on myself and I figure out myself, I'm gonna be a better friend. I'm gonna be a better son. I'm gonna be a better citizen. I'm gonna have empathy for everybody. So you really, when you change you're changing the world. Because if you change yourself, Chapo, and I tell you, hey, Chapo, this and that way, I'm doing that out of love.
Yeah.
But if I don't change myself and I say, hey, Chapo, I'm doing it because I want something from you. So the key is that it's that love at the base,
Right?
Because I'm not doing it to fucking. I'm doing it because hey, wait, maybe this is this and that,
Right.
But people don't listen. Where it's like it's, and this it comes back to what I was saying. Where it's the message is the same, but if I was sitting in a fucking mansion with nice cars, then everybody listening to this fucking podcast would all of a sudden listen to everything I was saying.
Yeah, so let's sign up for OnlyFans to check out our stuff.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, the
Well,
message
we're gonna
is the
start
same.
renting some Lamborghinis, so when we do our recaps, there's Lamborghinis in
The
the back.
message is the same, dude.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
message
yeah.
is not gonna change. It's just people are like, this dude, nah. But what, you want me to have a fucking big ass house to listen? It's the
Pues,
same
ya
thing.
ves, there's vatos just like that way, making fucking bank, bro, like telling you common sense shit, way. And people, I fucking buy my little course, and all they say is fucking. There's that one dude que empezó todo, no? He always came out like in his garage with his fucking nice cars también.
Oh yeah,
And-
Latino guy, right?
Yeah, he has a Latino name. I don't want to assume, pero Simon. And his little courses, like when people have fucking done like little mini reviews on him, are him just rambling about shit away.
Yeah, some Gary Vee shit.
Yeah, dude, not even Gary Vee fucking todavía gives it away. Like with this, but it's just like common sense shit. But it's like you're saying, he's in a mansion, he has the nice cars. Where you go,
Yeah.
this guy's must got some good advice, way. This is gonna elevate me. But dude, you're like listening to his rambling comments. He has like a little common sense nugget, and he rambles for an hour to get that to that fucking.
It's crazy, bro. And that's the thing with the Raza too, Chapo, is that we go out of the Raza to give wisdom because if I started a course or somebody started a course, the Raza's not gonna pay money for that shit. So
Right.
what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go outside of the community. Because that's where the values, they're going to value the message more than, este way doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So that kind of hurts the community too, where when talent or whoever, if you're doing video production, if you're doing something, you're going to work for a corporation or a company that's not really like Raza owned because you want to be valued. And sometimes the Raza is not going to really value you like that way.
Yeah, so what do we do about that?
It's important to give back. It's important to work on yourself first.
Yeah.
Like before you change the world, change your fucking self first.
Yeah.
Before you want somebody to have your political views, before you want somebody to treat people with respect, start with you. And then everything changes, right? I mean, it's just the thing. It's the only person that you should be changing is yourself.
Right.
Because when you change yourself, everything changes. That's what we should do. But in my opinion, like people should focus more on working on themselves and you'll be a better citizen.
Right.
You'll
Right.
see somebody on the street struggling. Even though I'm going to talk shit, I'm not going to treat that person like a fucking dick. If I
Right.
have money in my pocket, I'm going to give it to him.
Right.
Rather than, look at this fucking bum.
No, pero sabes que ahorita que estabas diciendo ese discurso y todo, I started thinking, like,
oh shit.
no, because
This is where it
like,
takes a turn.
We've in Mexico or even in our communities, even over here, we've had those people, but somehow they get shut down or they like, como por ejemplo, like the one that stood out right now when you were talking about era El Colosio. That he was gonna make change, but what happens? They fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but that's otro pedo. güey.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about. But then you have people here that are doing things, and then what happens that they either get arrested or they find something on them, or they like either they're set up or lo que sea. But there's this thing that you have to, but that negativity somehow overtakes it, overpowers it. So there comes a distrust, and even like if you have like, por ejemplo, like if you had a religious figure that was good to the community, and then you find out that they were like fucking taking advantage of the kids or the community, o que se estaban robando el dinero de las limosnas y que la
But
chingada.
they'll still go.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. But that I think a lot of that distrust comes from growing up and then having these figures fucking let you down or get taken away from you.
I mean, we associate money with distrust. Way. I mean, when there's a hurricane, when there's an earthquake, people ask for money. So it's not the money that's the tranza. It's the people behind it. Money does good if you use it wisely and if you're fucking balanced. Like I said, working on yourself. Way. But we associate money with like, oh, that guy's a transero. Oh, he got that way because he fucking scammed the system. There's plenty of people that are quote unquote rich that are not like, you know.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to be a perfect fucking citizen. I mean, what are we talking about? Like when Martin Luther King was in the civil rights, people try to throw like, oh, he used to cheat on his wife and all this shit. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? He's a fucking human.
Yeah.
Like we're not quote unquote perfect. Like what the fuck, you know?
Right.
I think, I mean, from what Ramon was saying, though, it goes kind of with what you're saying, too, that we have to go outside the raza and the culture, pues, to to get appreciated or get paid the like we're supposed to. Porque la raza también ya ves kind of like to lowball también, güey. So,
Everybody likes
como
a
dice
deal.
este güey, like since we have so much stress entre los otros, then I gotta go work for the güero, güey, que me va a pagar bien, güey.
Yeah.
So,
Even though te está transeando, pero se está pagando mejor que el paisa, you know?
well, I mean, y también porque acá fucking, como dices, we got that distrust, pues. So we're waiting, what's the movida? What's going on here? What's the tranza?
And I think sometimes también is like, I'd rather make that other person rich than you, you know? Or I'd rather like make them more money than you because that, you know, it's like, how is it that we're the same, but you're making more than I am or you're doing better than I am? And también that's a shitty mentality. ¿Por qué voy a ser este cabrón rico? You know, it's just like I don't know at what point that fucking became ingrained in our fucking on our person.
Right. I don't know.
Pero también dice Esteban, it's generational. It's not just overnight. I mean,
100%.
we grew up with this. We grew up hearing it from our parents, from our uncles, from our grandparents, from neighbors, from everybody. So it's in us, you know?
I think it's generational, but you shouldn't blame your fucking parents and your past. And a lot of people do that. Like, oh, this system's fucked and I'm this way because of generation. No, dude, it's not your fault that you went through that shit, but it's your fucking responsibility to change it. I mean, there's a certain time where you can't blame your fucking parents.
No, but how about if you don't see it until later, you know? Like, sometimes you grew up thinking, or you're living your life thinking that all of this is right, and then it hits a certain point in your life where you're like, oh, wait a minute, what the fuck?
I mean,
You
I
know?
think that's good.
Yeah, no,
no matter what age.
That's the hope.
Yeah, no matter what age,
That's
you woke
the
up.
thing, but I guess it's like,
you want it to hit, bro.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hit, that's the problem, güey.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes people think that it's too late. Like, how many people give up at our age or in their 30s? Or I hear people in their 20s giving up. Where I mean,
Oh, for sure.
I just saw this thing that Canada passed this thing where, like, if you want to kill yourself, like, they basically will do it for you. Where, like, if you're depressed enough to, like, not want to live, there's this thing coming in Canada. I don't know if it passed or not. I can't remember, but they'll do it for you. So it's like, at what point is it like, wait, everybody struggles? Like, at what point is it like one of those things where, like, I don't know. I just think people think that life is not struggling. Like, I think people have this misconception that there's this thing as being happy, and their interpretation of happy is a really flawed way. I mean, we have to go through the polarity of things, Ramon. Like, and there has to be night in order to be day. There has to be trances in order to be good people. How else are you going to distinguish from the other way? But I don't know. Way. I just think people, hopefully, they wake up with.
Well, I mean, there was a. Oh, pásale. There was something fucking who was it that was fucking no había con una entrevista que el del Toro, no, que was fucking they're talking about exactly that, que pinche, like, even him in his 20s fucking went through ay güey. Sorry guys, que pinche, he went even in his 20s, pues he was like, fuck, we had that moment también que a lot of us have, way you go in your 20s and you feel like you're not doing anything, que fucking, like, you get confused, que ya que quieres, like, you've thought, there's moments también that you think you know what you want, and then you don't, you know, like in your 20s where you're figuring shit out, way, and so you have those down moments. He goes, I went through that way, and he's not the only one that's seen it. There's a lot of speeches, pues, about that very thing, that you get past it, way, like, you'll get past it, and things get better, way, like, you just have to, like you're saying, way, you have to ride the bad times to get to the good times, way, because it's a little wave, way. It goes down, it goes up. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes just fucking you coast a little bit, but you always get through it, way. And sometimes when you're young, pues, you don't know enough, pues, to know that things get better, way.
It's interesting you say that, because I don't know who I was hearing someone have this conversation saying that I think one of the biggest mistakes that, you know, this was their opinion. One of the biggest mistakes is that once you finish high school, that you're expected to go to college to major in something that you're gonna do for the rest of your life, and not like, and how many people have taken a course or gotten a major and they are not happy with it? They don't. Oh, you yourself.
Yeah, I have an economics degree, but now I'm in IT.
Okay. Yeah.
So totally different.
Totally different, right? But you know, like, and so a lot. This person was saying, like, yeah, you learn, you figure it out, but you've already kind of committed to it, and at some point, you're expected to finish within 4 years just for your bachelor's, right?
Right.
And then you do the extra time for your master's.
Estás pendejo,
But see, if you at some point change your mind, somehow, like, you feel like that's not allowed, because now you're going to extend your education and now you're going to do it longer, and it's like
More money, and college is expensive.
No, pero también you got to think of the ones that do finish that carrera, pues go into it and then
They don't like
when
it.
they're in it, where like, yeah, you're like, fuck,
I'm not.
I hate this shit.
I mean, I feel like sometimes if you're not going to be like very specialized in what you do, say you're in college or whatever, and you're going to be into the workforce, I feel like college is more of an experience thing, right? You learn how to talk to people, you learn how to work with people,
social
you learn how
thing.
to, social, but also like critical thinking skills and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I think the stuff you don't see as far as a person and skills is what you kind of learn, and I think is most important. When I went to college, because a lot of people don't know how to work with each other. You know, they think it's just my way, my idea, and that's it. And everybody has to kind of adopt it. No, it doesn't work that way.
I mean, it comes back to communication.
Yeah,
if you're
100%.
if you're people that CEOs and shit that go to like seminars, a lot of the focus is how to be better communicating that to their staff. If they have to lay off because of a recession, you need to be diplomatic and you need to be presidential about addressing your fucking company. But I think the thing that it goes back to like what you guys are saying, you start a career that you don't really want or you're expected. A lot of that also is because you're trying to please your fucking parents, and it goes back to pleasing other fucking people. And if I think that if you go to school and you get a career, you're just looking at it the wrong way. Like, it's not a waste. You prove to yourself that you can accomplish something. See it like that. Why the fuck are you stressing over like, I'm not doing what I went to school for? You're seeing it the wrong way. See it as, you got something done, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh, you know what? I can go to fucking school for 4 years and I could do anything if I put my mind to it. But people don't focus on it like that.
Nah, they just focus on that major and what they want to do and their vision of how their life is going to be.
It's the white picket fence way, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's those old, yeah, exactly, the white picket fence, porque también the white picket fence also equates to that in esos tiempos, the white picket fence, you also had that job that you fucking did for 30, 40 years, way.
For sure.
Like, you got out of college, if you did good, fucking whatever, you went into ads, you went into fucking business, you did that for 30 or 40 years, way. That doesn't exist anymore, way. Like, what's the stats now? Okay, a person in their lifetime now, like the younger generations, or even probably like our generation, you'll have like fucking 5 or 6 jobs, way, like over your lifetime. That white picket fence stays 30, 40 years, way, one Hollywood.
Right.
You think that also translates to relationships too, way? Like before we were, we had a few relationships. You could count in one hand the amount of people you dated and then you married. Maybe sometimes your first love. And also now, I think that also correlates with the dating habits that young people have. Is they're just kind of bouncing because they're trying to find the way. It's just they're trying to find that, Fernando, that quote unquote
The
happiness.
white picket fence.
And they're not going to find it. So it's even if the thing that they don't realize, right, it's like if I was a heroin addict in LA and I'm like, I'm going to move to fucking Kansas City to get away from the people. I'm still the heroin addict. So I'm going to find fucking...
Just colder.
It's like the storm. It's like the storm in Chapo. It follows you.
Yeah.
Ándale, yeah.
So if I'm not happy at a certain job and I say, fuck my boss, fuck that, I'm going to go here. You're that person. And then 6, 7 jobs later, you got to realize that
You're still-
And it goes back to what you said. You got to change yourself, right?
Of course, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that always complain, these fucking
My
these
boss-
assholes and these assholes.
My boss doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
And then they go to another holla and these assholes.
I
and
mean,
these-
I hear people...
What's the common denominator?
I know.
I hear 18-year-olds on TikTok complaining that Jeff Bezos is rich and I'm working for Amazon. It's like, wait, what are you complaining about Jeff Bezos? Where you're just starting your work life. Learn how to fucking work, and then I just think people have their fucking...
Yeah, they want the instant
This is just the
gratification.
perspective where it's just the way you see things. It's just, that's all that'll change, right? But
Right.
But a lot of it, like we're saying, is that white picket fence. Pues a white picket fence means, like you're saying, the dating, you get married, you have the nice house, the fucking nice jale, and that's your life. You have that little fucking 1950s fucking chingon picturesque be that way, which even then didn't exist, but that's all you painted with the brush, no?
and it doesn't help that our parents are also, hey, so your fucking cousin ya se casó, or ya se compró casa.
El
Yeah,
doctor.
el doctor, and you're like, wait, fuck. I mean, it's just they don't help either way.
But like you're saying, the polarity, the flip side is you also have the marihuano cousin. El marihuano cousin que vende drogas.
I'll be like, yeah, pero ese güey se deja crecer la barba para tapar la papada.
Tiene 5 hijos regados. Okay.
We're always defending our fucking lives to our parents.
Right.
You know, like, fucking, pues no tienen que el Javi. Ah, sí, pero ¿cómo está su sobrino el marihuano? O su sobrina que tiene 7 hijos
Y
de
luego de
3
parents go,
cabrones.
contigo no se puede.
Eso que tiene que ver. No me la voy
It has everything to do with it.
Hey, mom, el marihuano tiene 3 negocios. tiene una compañía de hot dogs.
Oh my God.
A su novia le dicen la calcium cannons.
Los cañones de calcio.
No sé si sabe, pero ya el pinche marihuano tiene un OnlyFans.
Holy
gosh.
shit, bro.
I mean, we are a very, I'm not going to say unique, but we're like very,
We're complex.
yeah, we're very
Complex,
complex. Fucking,
We got
As
a
a
lot of
community or
facets.
as humans, way?
I mean,
Ay,
I'm
stumped
only
him.
speaking community because I don't know how the rest of the world is, you know. But I know that in I guess in our family, or like que viene siendo like, you know, Mexicanos que somos, you know, like in that sense, I'm sure Central Americans, South Americans, or even up north in Canada, they might have the same thing.
Ay,
But
güey.
nosotros sí somos complicados, nos hacemos complicados la vida. You know, we fucking. It's a simple thing as helping out your neighbor, helping out a relative, right? Like, nah, ese cabrón no le voy a ayudar porque todo quiere o todo le dieron, you know? Like, the older ones are always jealous of the younger ones, and the younger ones are always fucking pissed off, but why are they mad? Que la chingada, you know? It's like, it's some crazy shit, but it translates. We see this, and somehow, como dice Esteban, yeah, like, we have to let it go. But at some point, we grew up with this, and it's ya cuando llegues a una cierta, y si lo ves y lo reconoces, pues good for you. Si no, you're just gonna be just like them.
Did you ever watch the Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls documentary?
No.
It's good. Where it's on Netflix. It's well written. Where it highlights the Bulls in the mid '90s, like all the shit that was going. And dude, that documentary, to be honest, made more an impact on my life than every fucking self-help book and every fucking shit I've ever fucking read.
In what way?
Because I grew up idolizing Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
The best. I want to be like fucking Jordan. And when I started playing guitar, I want to be the best. And that documentary highlighted how miserable he was. Like, you know, people talk about it like the successes, but what are you willing to do? Like, it put everything in perspective. If I'm gonna idolize somebody like Michael Jordan in my career path, I want to be the best. Am I willing to be a shitty friend and compete and always be upset and never be good enough and the wins are and I wasn't willing to do that. So that kind of put it in perspective. Like, if I'm going to fucking idolize somebody or hate on somebody, I'm going to first ask myself, am I willing to sacrifice what these people sacrifice to get there?
What's the other side of it? Yeah.
That's where the whole third place thing came in during when we were talking about, I'd rather have third place. And
Fuck yeah.
that's where that came in because I was watching the Last Dance.
Oh, okay.
So if you're not willing to sacrifice your family, you know, we look at comedians like Gabriel Iglesias, people like that. I mean, he missed his mom's funeral because of work, right? There's people that miss their kid's birth. There's people that miss birthdays. If you're not willing to miss things like that to be where that person's at, then there's no need to feel jealousy, way because they sacrifice a lot of things, where you know.
Yeah, like
Comes at a cost, yeah.
Yeah, like my father, he in high school to college, he took a job that made him travel to South America to these plants that make, you know, they cut meats and stuff like that. But he wanted to do it. He wanted to travel, but he wanted to take care of us, right? Be there for my mom, be there for my sister and whatever. But he had to make that sacrifice. He missed a lot of stuff. He was never around, but you know, from that, him being gone on those trips, we learned a bunch of stuff. We learned more about ourselves, what we could do, what we couldn't do, what we could improve on. But yeah, you got to do things that, you know, to help your overall goal. You need to do things that you won't normally do.
Yeah, and that's a tough one, dude, because a lot of people won't do that because, I don't want to leave my children.
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard way. I mean, this dude's a parent. I mean, I can't really relate way, but I'm assuming it's hard.
Well, I mean, I went, like I've said it before, way I get conflicted way because I think I went too hard to the other side. So like to bring it back down, even that from Jordan to like our level way, like I think a lot of the Latino or even just like what we know, like the Mexican first generation experiences was your parents were always working way. You know, like they're trying to make your life better way. And as a kid growing up and at some point probably like in your 20s like we're talking about, you're like, well, dude, they're never fucking around type of shit.
Right.
And as you get older, you go, oh, okay, I
see why.
You talk to them more as an adult and you realize they're just trying to make your life better, like advance you, like subirte a ti. But from your point of view, they're just not their way. They're not there for this. They're not for the baseball games, for
Just
this.
got one perspective.
Yeah. So it's the same thing like that, where they're in their eyes, they're trying to do the best for you. and they made those sacrifices, which was not being there at your baseball game, whatever. So, like with me, I think because of that, I'm conflicted sometimes that I think I went hard the other way. So I'm there for, I try to be there for like everything way and at all times type of shit. And sometimes I think maybe I went too hard to that side, like I overcorrected. Pero like I've said before, I won't know.
There's no
what
right
I
or wrong
did.
way to raise a
Yeah,
kid.
but that's what I'm saying. I won't know until like I'm talking about like until they're in their late 20s or something when they tell me, hey,
You were
Dad, you
never
fucked
there.
up.
You missed my
Or,
birthday.
Dad, I never got away with shit because you're always there.
Yeah. I couldn't ditch. I couldn't throw fucking ditch.
I mean, I would argue that lesson has negative consequences to the child, way to teach them that you're always working, because we associate working hard with having money. And to be honest, to build wealth, you don't need to work hard. You need to work smart. And in our culture, that's why we're always saying this person that works at McDonald's needs. Yeah, dude, but 12, 13, 14 hours a day, you're just fucking up your health. And you're not being a good parent. You're not being a good person to be around. And we're conditioned to associate long hours and quote unquote working hard with needing monetary compensation. And to create wealth, you just gotta, when you start making money on certain things, you're like, fuck, it's this easy. It's just knowing like, what the fuck, I made this much today and I didn't really quote unquote work that much. And having that separation is going to be really important for people to realize that just because you work 14, 15 hours doesn't mean that financially you're going to be well off.
Right.
You got to be smart about how you fucking do that shit.
Wasn't it? What was it? Was it in the 80s or late 70s where like you had your mom and the dad that started working? That's where the age of the or the era of the latchkey. What is it? The
The 80s, the 80s was the latchkey shit.
the latchkeys, and then it carried over to the 90s también, right?
Well, yeah, it was like in the ¿Cuándo estuvo? Like in the 70s when the women started getting more like jobs and shit.
Yeah.
So like once you got to the 80s, pues it was a little more common, and yeah, kids had supposedly the latch key with the key in the. I mean, I never had a key like that. I just walked in, my grandma was there.
Yeah, my mom was in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're not gonna trust my ass with a key.
Nah, we just didn't leave the house. That's all we couldn't do.
Because it's snowy outside.
Your mom, did your mom when your dad was working? Was your mom also working? Was she at the house?
What's that noise?
Right, wait.
Car.
Oh shit! I thought they were gonna raid the place because they were fucking after Chapo, bro.
I know, right?
What
Take your
prison did
fucking
you-
weather with you, bro.
I thought he escaped another prison.
It's not that Chapo, right?
No, not that one. Not that one.
The chopper coming down.
My mom did work. She did work. She did some like babysitting in the beginning, just to get money in, keep money in. And she was a stay-at-home mom for a while, but then after a while, she wanted to work. She wanted to get make some more money and improve the house and stuff like that. So, yeah, she worked. She still works. She's close to retiring, but I don't know if she will.
Yeah.
Because, she's always been that person to just always do something. She just doesn't sit still.
And she doesn't have a hobby, right? Like she doesn't.
No, I mean,
Hobby's working.
the hobby's working. But I mean, she also now has a grandchild, so she'll be going to go see him pretty often now.
Okay.
But yeah, she's always been working for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I think that's one of the things that like I remember it was more common in the 80s that I had friends that had that little key around their neck.
Yeah, I've never seen that at all. No.
Yeah, and even para los 90s, that's why I don't know. I mean, like in the 90s for me, there was always a ditching party, and I always wonder how the fuck do they get away with it while their parents are working. I didn't have that, or we didn't have that because I have a special needs brother, so my mom was always home.
Okay.
So I couldn't fucking throw a ditching party at the house. I'm sure I would have.
I never really ditched.
No.
No, I was too scared of my parents.
Yeah, same here. Way.
Junior high, I ditched, but high school, I was straight edge in fucking high school.
I didn't want to mess up because I always felt like they came over here for me to do well, and I don't want to fuck it up just by doing something stupid.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that.
That was avanzado.
Yeah, it's always been on my mind.
Yeah,
since I was a kid.
too.
Yeah, it's weird.
To this day, like one of my biggest things is to retire my mom. It doesn't really, for me, like to have a house and shit like that. I don't really give a shit about it. I want to retire my mom. Like that's basically why I do everything that I do. It's not really for myself.
Right.
It's to retire her because I know she's worked really hard. And if I get to do that, dude, like fuck, dude.
But
goal.
I get
Ultimate goal.
goosebumps thinking about
Yeah.
it.
yeah, but let me ask you también, güey, like from her point of view, where like, do you think she wants to retire? Like, isn't she kind of like this guy's mom that they have to like
I don't care
that
what
like
she does. I just don't want her to go to Mexico every weekend.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think she's gonna stop? Like, she's like, I feel like some of our parents are like the.
To me, it's mostly going to Mexico every weekend that I don't want her to do.
You don't want to take that risk, must be in there.
Yeah, I don't like her going to Mexico every weekend.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's what she wants though? Like to stop though?
I mean, what she's telling me, yeah, way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but it's not what I want, way. Obviously, right? But I just don't like her going to Mexico every weekend, way. I don't care if she works here. I don't care if she does whatever she wants. But I just don't want her to go to Mexico.
Yeah. So if you can get rid of that need, pues, to have to go.
If I can give her money that she needs for her shit, that she can just. I mean, my mom's not a regular mom way. My mom runs 5 miles every day for the past 25 years. I mean, this lady runs marathons. Like, I'm not worried about her like not having anything to do, because she fucking wakes up in this weather and goes runs. So I'm proud of that lady because she does that.
Bravo, dude.
She does that so her kids won't lose their mom at a young age. Well, mom does that way. Like moms let themselves go away because of their children, and they don't think the thing about mom's way is, like Chapo said, like my mom has a grandkid now and this and that. The thing about moms is they never stop with it. They're always taking care of somebody, and I want my mom to just take care of herself.
Yeah, but my what I was asking, I guess the clear way to ask is like, is that something you want or something she wants? Because are we like doing the opposite of what like our parents did, was like putting something on them where that maybe they don't really want? Like, yeah, like you're saying, like if you talk to her and like she would rather not go to Mexico, there's other stuff she could do. Si había lana, then I get it. But I was just asking, like, you know, like, are you trying to force something on her que they don't want type of shit?
I mean, to be honest, forcing your mom to like take care of her financially and buying her a house and giving her, I don't know if she's really gonna fight me on that.
No, I don't think anybody's gonna fight you.
I know what you're saying, but I highly doubt she's gonna be like, no, fuck your shit. I don't know. I think.
No, but I'm saying there's some people like I've known some like tios or something, or someone in the family, pues, que yes, even si les compras la casa, they're still gonna go fucking, they're not gonna retire, pues, they'll still go to work. They have a nicer house, you might give them a nice car, type of shit, but they're still like, I'm still gonna work where, like, that's what I do. Like,
I mean, knowing what I know about health and how it affects people when they retire, I really don't want her to not do anything, right? So I mean, if your question is, do I want her to just sit at home and not do anything? I want her to do things. I mean, by retiring, it's mostly like taking care of her financial stress. Like, I don't want my mom to worry about shit. I don't want her to worry about where she wants to go to the store and buy herself a bag. I don't want her to worry about it. If she wants to she wants to go to Portos, I don't want her to worry about it. So that's maybe what I mean by making her retire, is not making her worry about her money situation. I want her to have her last years of her life like más cómodo,
yeah,
más comfortable,
that's a good way to put it.
More comfortable. Like it's she goes to Mexico every weekend for the past 25 years. That's tough, bro. Like dealing with immigration, dealing with border patrol agents being dicks. Why do you come every fucking, dealing with the violence, dealing with, it's not that I just worry about the trek, is I worry about her safety. We're being over there. She likes to wear flashy shit. I tell my sisters, don't buy her that shit. Don't buy her fucking, my sister.
Nice person.
I got a bougie sister way.
Yeah.
My sister has fucking $2,000 bags and shit like that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So she gives my mom handout shit, fucking $500 shoes. And I tell her, don't wear that shit in Mexico. What does she do it? She wears that shit in Mexico. So she makes me worry. I don't tell her that I worry like that because I don't want her to like just kind of worry. But I worry about her way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would all like to retire, like our parents or our mom, whatever, you know, who's ever around type of shit. But in a way, también it makes me think like it's the reverse of we're just talking about que our parents weren't there because they were trying to give the same thing. They're trying to give us the comfort, pues, like a more comfortable life. And now we're saying in reverse, we're trying to give our parents a comfortable life. What if we start overworking, trying to give them that comfortable life? And now you don't call them. Now you bought them the house, but you don't go to dinner. ¿Me entiendes? So like it's almost like the situation's reversed. So I mean it gets tricky, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's negatives to everything. But it's just people have to realize that there's not like a positive. Like we want to like have an answer that's always like hits all the green marks. That's impossible. There has to be some red marks. There has to be some sacrifices to anything that's positive in life. This is an unrealistic expectation that
Side effects come with.
there's everything, bro. Like we can't. There's no like one solution. There's no one thing that's
Not
like
being able to take him to the doctor's appointment.
I don't know that protein cannon's OnlyFans. I don't know if there's a downside,
calcium, bro.
No, well,
I only see
Ramon's
green
is
flags right there.
Ramon's is the protein cannons. Remember?
I don't know.
Oh shit, man.
There's no downside there, bro.
No.
I don't know, man. I mean, mom's way. Everything you do is good, but it's like
Yeah.
sometimes I don't take advice from my mom because I think it's the worst person to take advice is from a family member because they're gonna give you advice so you don't suffer. And
Yeah.
I don't want that advice. I don't want do this because it's less.
The easy path. No?
Yeah, no way. That's why I really don't take advice from family members, way, because they want you to not suffer. And in life, you gotta you need some scars.
Gotta earn your stripes.
I don't know. I mean, I hear it, and I'll take it like like I guess it's like anything. Whenever you hear something or you read something or que sea, you get the best of whatever you catch. Like
I mean, it depends on the person too, right?
Yeah.
You know
I'm not
how
gonna
they
take-
live.
yeah.
Say if, for example, they have a business and that's what you want to do, then of course you're gonna listen to them more than someone who doesn't have a business. That's
For
just
sure.
doing
Even
whatever.
a parent.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make money, I'm not going to tell my mom, like, hey, I want to start this business because she has no idea.
No.
Even though she has her own business, but it's still like she's barely getting by with it. So it's just things that certain people you tell or ask advice from. I'm not going to take advice from her. I'm not going to take what should I do with my
transa, tío?
Bitcoin from my mom. Hey, mom, what do you think
Hey
I should
mom, what do I do with my OnlyFans?
do? Where should I take this?
like it's like if it's plateaued, mom. ¿Qué le hago?
I
¿Qué
know,
ocupa?
mijo,
How do I fix the algorithm?
She's gonna say that it's fine, está muy bien,
no,
ay, tengo mucho orgullo, and I'm like, "Yeah, great.
Tus cañones estoy bien.
Las talegas están chingonas.
No mames, güey.
Está cabrón, güey.
Why are you showing your mom those things, güey?
Well, you think she didn't see them fucking?
Que no te conoce los...
Yeah, she's fucking.
Right
she's
away.
seen your fucking pinche talega, güey.
Wow, she used to,
Wow.
te bañaba en el sink, no, güey, in the
Fuck
kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
but then
kitchen
there were
sink.
marbles there.
Pinche Ramón
I
tapaba.
think even to like maybe like right before I.
Güey,
think
¿te lavaba los 20?
No. Like, I think what is it? Like
Where is
at
it-
some point
where
where
are we
like,
going
you're
with this?
still you're still showering or you're still bathing like right before you hit your teen years, and they would walk into the restroom or.
Right, güey.
never
No.
had that.
Yeah, no.
My mom
never had that,
would
bro.
fucking walk in. I'm like, hey, fucking,
What?
I'm
Not our
fucking
family.
bathing here, bro.
I never did that. She probably opened your mail too, bro.
Oh yeah, she did.
Hey, you got some mail. It's all open. It's all open.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she fucking always.
Mijo, ¿por qué te van a quitar el carro? No lo has pagado en 3 meses.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My dad, también los dos. They're both
Yeah.
guilty of that.
Tell them it's a federal crime, güey.
I mean, basically what I did is like I just changed my address.
But
That's
here's...
all it was.
You changed
I
your
just
address.
changed
He
my
got a
address.
P.O.
Wait,
box.
how?
He got
My
a-
question is, he couldn't get away with his pubes because they walked in him on the shower.
Yeah.
Le abrieron the mail. He had no
I'm
fucking.
gonna burst your bubble. Remember, I got divorced and I had to move back in with them.
I know, but
And so I
I
needed
bet-
correspondence to get there.
I can guarantee you don't know where this is going.
Oh,
So you didn't have no privacy, right?
yeah.
So te sabían todo essentially.
Uh-huh.
But how long did you smoke? And you said they never found out.
Well, I mean,
Oh, wow.
I was always around. I was always around in bars or whatever, so I always blamed it on
But
that.
you blame it on Fernie,
And I
no?
blamed it on Fernie too.
Me too, yeah, probably.
But how
What
was
a
that?
dick.
How could you?
Es que
That's
mi amigo
funny.
estaba el marihuano, siempre anda fumando.
One thing is that they never got into my car or my vehicle.
But you think they
that you
never knew
know.
where?
Right,
No, because
right.
I like my keys. I always kept them like in my little
They
area.
didn't get into your car because there was a maña to open
I
it.
know.
Oh, you needed a flathead.
Fuck yeah, like
You needed a
you gotta
flathead.
jiggle it. You gotta fucking lift the door.
But was it like the strip club thing where you think they didn't know?
I
but
mean,
maybe they probably knew.
I'm sure they might have been curious. Like, why does this fucker always smell like that? you know. But
Qué casualidad, type
most of the part is like, you know, like, oh, I'm like, I hang around with people that smoke. That was my thing.
Es que el Esteban y el Fernando.
So
Yeah,
did
we're
they,
better
did they treat
coworkers.
you different after they knew that you were?
No,
I never got no.
Like, why you always
No,
hanging
no,
out with
no.
those guys?
They
no,
treat
because
me-
they themselves have relatives that smoke, you
Yeah,
know, so
yeah,
they
yeah.
know. Like, we're outside, y hay a veces que está el tío, o está el
Yeah.
compadre, or whatever, and they smoke, and no matter what, se les pega.
I think my the situation with me and his mostly his mom was mostly because of my tattoos. I mean, she's very religious. So when I started coming around, it was shit that I was already used to. It wasn't really affecting me, but his sister really fucking kind of vouched for me. And then once I was around them so much, like she knew that this is harmless. He's just trying to bang my daughter's friends.
Or my daughter's his pimp, you know, like fucking.
Wow.
He's harmless.
Yeah, Noelle was I guess, what was it?
I mean, Chapo, she was the plug, way.
Yeah, she was-
she
Noelle
was
was
in
the
those
plug.
Catholic groups. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah.
So Noelle always had like friends
You
coming.
better believe I was going to those dances.
Yeah, but-
church,
Those little mixers.
Yeah.
little church dances.
But it worked, I mean, for my benefit, I mean, because a lot of like her friends or whatever, like, you know,
Yeah.
me caían. So le ayudaba. Like, ya cuando yo me casé, then I guess Esteban filled in that.
Take all my leftovers.
Bullshit.
Oh.
No, I
Bullshit.
needed someone else to fucking help out.
Yeah.
Pero eso sí, güey.
Those were different caliber women that were being thrown my way.
Eso sí, güey. I did notice when I took him away from the church that my fucking pozole bowl was served a little less.
Okay.
Yo menudo, yo pozole, yeah.
It was a little less than usual.
I'll
after-
put a vessel, güey.
I know, güey. Puro caldo, un hueso.
Hey,
Y frío.
so with menudo, do you eat it with pan or tortilla?
Tortilla.
Pan, come on,
Yeah, we do
bro.
it with pan.
Yeah, we
You're
get.
from Michoacán?
I get pan
Nah,
at the
they're
house
from
too.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua, yeah.
Yeah, I do pan. My
Pan
my house. I
bolillo?
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this, and this
It
is
soaks
like,
up the.
I heard of you people.
Chingón, yeah.
I've heard of you people.
I've heard of you people, and it's one of those. It's regional,
Yeah.
and I mean, if you like, even out here in LA, I rarely seen a place donde vendan menudo que te lo sirvan con bolillo or fucking pan. You know, it's always tortilla. So it's one of those where like, oh shit,
I'm not a big menudo guy. I never really liked
Yeah, me
menudo.
neither, güey.
I like it.
I love it.
If it's spicy, then yeah. People don't make it with enough spice, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, güey,
Well,
spicy
you add
in
it
life.
to it. So, I mean, it's one of those where you add it, you know, like pa que todos coman a gusto. Then you know you make it to a certain point, and then if you need more, then there's that fucking that salsa or that chile serrano that
Yeah.
you put into it, or even the chili flakes.
Yeah, I mean, our family didn't really make pozole. It was menudo, straight menudo.
Oh shit.
I didn't have pozole till maybe in my 30s.
Oh, shit, bro.
Where you going through your troubles?
I guess so. I guess so.
No, yeah, I like pozole, like menudo. Like I'll eat it if it's there, way. Like I don't got a problem eating con pinche, pero I prefer pozole, güey.
Yeah, same here.
Well, here's the other thing. Like at least in growing up, I remember that my mom used to make menudo without nistamal. Without the
Without
hominy.
it?
Yeah, without it. And then at some point, we went somewhere's house or whatever, or they bought it somewhere and it came with an nistamal. So my sister and I really liked it with that. So then she started doing it with that. But her thing was like, yeah, we don't. Well, back when where they grew up, no le echaban nistamal. It was just el caldo y el menudo.
Wow.
And then once, you know, at some point she went back to her old ways, and they're like, hey, what the fuck was el nistamal
I
at?
like it the other way.
You know,
Yeah.
but now she doesn't do it with it anymore. So we enjoy it still.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of places they do. I mean, that's another regional thing. Like somewhere le ponen.
Never had it
nistamal.
without fucking.
Yeah, the hominy.
Yeah, the hominy.
Yeah, it's just a soup at that point.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, it's just fucking pinche pura agua, no?
Yeah, pues, I guess it's para la cruda. You need the agua. You know, it's para la cruda. You're hydrating, and it's got that fucking like la pancita and everything, so it fucking helps out. I guess.
I got a cure for the cruda. Don't drink, way.
Wow. I got a better one. Don't
drink
drink
more water,
My
güey.
friends do everything but not drink.
I got a better one. Just don't drink that much. Don't
Take it easy.
don't take that last shot.
Right. So do you guys? So with menudo, how do you guys? What kind of do you guys put like the panza and then you guys what put pata de puerco?
Yeah, my mom makes it con panza y con pata. There's some that use that librito. I don't know if you heard of it.
know what that is.
Librito.
Yeah, it's like how would I?
Is that the one that looks like a beehive?
Yeah, no, not the beehive. That's la panza.
That's the tripe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's la panza.
enough
No,
for me,
there
dog.
looks like a librito. Is like
pass.
it's
That's
like
a pass, bro.
Literally, it's like it looks like it has like a little binder and then the little flaps that look like pages. It's like
Man,
yeah, libro. Oh, fuck
don't know
yeah.
What the librito?
that's
Yeah.
right.
Fuck,
Libro, yeah.
we're making caldo out of books now?
No, that's what they call it. You
It's
know.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, we
Chicken soup for the soul way.
He's like,
The kitchen sink is in that thing. Way.
este güey's
That's what they
like
call it.
beef flaps, he says.
Yeah, beef flaps.
You know, this flappy beef thing.
We put pastrami on our shit.
It's a pastrami menudo. Hey, they make that in Downey, no?
Something like this.
Ay,
You
güey.
see?
Huh, I've never seen that.
I've seen that before, yeah.
Yeah, it's a libro.
I've seen it, but what the,
Yeah, that's what they call it, a libro. Like it's just another part of la panza. Like I guess it's the way they cut it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, so fuck. I'm trying to think where
Yeah.
I've seen it, way.
Yeah, so you got the pancita and then you got the librito. Some people make it with libro, and I don't like the libro. It's just like
Right.
it's a little.
My dad's from Nayarit, güey, so we were mostly...
Con mariscos.
Se hacían unos pinches caldos, güey, yeah.
Camarón seco,
unos
güey.
siete mares, unos caldos de, like, with fucking fish and all kind of shit. That's what we grew up with, mostly on that. Like you said, it's a regional thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's something similar in Puerto Vallarta. When we went over there in November, everybody wanted to do, it was part of that wedding thing that I was in tequila for.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted to go to the restaurants. I'm like, well, let's go to the good places. You know, the places with a small hole in the walls. And we had like a siete mares type of caldo, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's when my dad was hungover. He didn't crave a menudo. He craved a pinche caldo. So my
Siete
poor
mares,
mom.
güey.
My poor mom fucking... Hey, te faltó... Son nomás 6 mares. Te faltó el 7. Ah, que no
No
hay.
había pulpo.
¿Y este cochinero qué? I know, he was rough, güey. Si no calentaba bien las tortillas, güey, fuck, we had to...
man.
He was one of those kind of dudes, güey.
Delicado, güey.
Delicado, cabrón, güey. Imagine, güey.
Te falta un mar aquí, chingada.
Aquí nomás conté 6.
Y estas,
Pull it out.
y estas tortillas que son de Kansas.
Oh, shit. Where do you think the corn
Shots
comes from?
fired.
We got tons of corn over there.
Shots fired,
It's not the
bro.
same, though.
It's cold ass corn.
Oh yes, how many communities raza are out there? Like I know that.
Probably all of them.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
have like a little community.
Well, I mean, it's kind of mixed, right? There's no Mexican area, no whatever. It's all, if Latinos are there, they're all from everywhere.
Oh,
Puerto
okay.
Rico, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, everywhere. So, you know, there's some parts of the area, but a lot of it's getting gentrified. I don't know where they're going now, so.
It's too fucking cold out
Hey,
here.
wait, gentrified, he says the houses are $250 now, güey.
Prices are going up ridiculous.
Shit, that's 140
It's out of control.
for a 5-bedroom.
You can find houses for 40 grand.
What?
Bro.
They're not going to be the best, but they're small.
They exist.
They exist.
That's not even
With
a tiny
acreage?
house. Güey.
With acreage?
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know about
there's
that.
houses in Detroit that are like $2-5 grand, güey, in these fucking neighborhoods that are abandoned. We should fucking buy a whole block, güey.
We should, güey. Flip that shit,
Is it, can I buy it
chingon.
right now?
Hey, I'm in.
Imagine buying a whole block in Detroit.
Yeah, fuck
20
it.
grand. We own this bitch.
Fuck yeah.
We could name it Shuffle or somewhere. Shuffle Drive.
Shuffle Heights.
Shuffle Heights.
Shuffle Highway.
Hey, bro, we're gonna start a GoFundMe. We're gonna buy a block.
A whole block, güey. Imagine.
We're gonna start a seminar, and the proceeds from that seminar.
We'll start a block.
Fuck
güey.
it, we'll buy a block.
Every year we'll have a block party.
Hey, and then when we build the wall, like your donations.
Aye,
is gonna be
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Wait, what
No,
the
no, no. Like
Holy
we start,
shit.
We're trying to unite the community.
When we
güey.
start building it, I guess.
This guy
I
right
was-
away wants to build a wall.
Where I
güey.
was going with,
Wow,
like, we'll
this guy-
put your name on the brick, you know?
You heard this guy?
Yeah, but you're building a.
Jesus
You
Christ.
heard him? And then he says, "We when we build a wall." Like, nothing to do with this.
It's like when he was doing his OnlyFans. We
Yeah, we start our OnlyFans. Like
It's
it's
inclusive.
He wants to build a wall, man. He's already trying to
Inclusive with the
separate
wall?
us. He's already trying to separate us from the peasants.
All right, when we start building the building or whatever, like the bricks will have their fucking the people that donated name on it.
Oh, yeah.
So it could be like, this could be you, but you're
Yeah,
yeah, no,
This
hacen los
brick-
buildings of
$1,200
bricks.
a
güey.
brick. Wait.
yeah, no, why are we gonna build brick homes? Wait, no,
I don't know. like for
Hey, wait.
decorative reasons or something.
Why are we going to Detroit? Let's just buy California City, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh shit! Wait.
I don't know.
Pinche desierto, güey.
No hay nada ya.
When we build a wall, he says,
I know, güey. You can build your wall up north, güey.
I like how he wants to gentrify Detroit and then build a wall.
keep the riffraff out.
He's like, no bums here.
He wants to build a citadel way out there.
He's go-
What are those fucking like Game of Thrones fucking?
The drawbridges with a moat.
You got your peasants outside in the shacks. No mames.
mames.
Chill Ramon, güey.
Shuffle Heights.
Dude,
Coming
you're fucking out of
soon.
control.
Fucking medieval times are you?
So what's the Cali trip where you could talk about it in on the air or what, or is it like pretty discreet while you're over here? Because you
No,
told
I'm
us
just here to-
you told us why you're over here and we're kind of worried about it, but I don't know.
What's there to wear? Just hanging out with people.
I don't know. Where there's a lot of things happening in the internet that aren't true. Where so I'm kind of
that's-
worried about you, dude.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm from Kansas City, man. I'll be good.
Hey, call this guy. If he's not napping, he'll come and save you. man.
If I answer.
Not asleep.
If
Yeah.
I answer. No, I'm pretty good at answering my phone, but
A ver si es cierto tomorrow, güey.
Yeah,
Yes, man.
hey, bro. I think I'm in Culver City. Where I
I don't know where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're staying in Downey, right?
Yeah. I'll stay down here. Yeah,
That's
I'll
good.
stay there till tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pero nomás así dijiste, chingue su madre, let me roll out.
Yeah, so been wanting to come out here for a while. With everything going on, I couldn't do it, and now just like, you know what, I have the money. Why wait? I'm not doing really. Nothing's holding me back.
Yeah.
So I just booked it. It was like 3 a.m. So let me just book it right now.
Oh shit! When you said I just booked it, I thought you ran like Like,
Oh no, wait.
I just booked it, bro.
No, I
Like
just
in the
booked
movie,
flight.
I just booked it. Yeah.
I'm gonna chase her to California.
I just booked it. You're like, fuck.
But you know how we were talking about how we overthink things?
Yeah.
And I do that a lot.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what? I was thinking about it that day, and it was maybe 3 o'clock, and I was like, I'm just going to book the flight now. If some people can make it, some people cannot, whatever. But I'm going to go.
I'm gonna commit myself now.
Yeah. And so I'm here.
Aquí está.
Yeah.
Brought the
I had
weather
no
with
really
him.
no plans to do anything, but I've met quite a few people that I've talked to over the years. So, yeah.
Awesome, bro.
Fuck
Okay.
it. No, like I mean, the thing is, I'm like, oh shit, fuck it. But it's my mija's birthday weekend. I'm like, fuck, I gotta make some, como le hago? I'm like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. Fuck it, me caes bien, güey, but
Yeah.
the mija, bro.
Oh, that comes first.
yeah.
But I put it in my calendar, not on February 23rd for next year.
Yeah.
He's don't come on Valentine's either.
That's
He's booked too.
That's true. That's true. All week.
No vengas,
Yeah.
bro.
The whole month, wait. What do you mean a week?
February, bro.
That's good way.
No, pero,
Mañana, you'll find out when you call him tomorrow.
yeah, no, so then I offered myself. I'm like, hey, dude, like, who's
He
picking you?
offered himself?
I did.
Yeah.
I
I believe it.
Me
man.
ofrecí, le
I
dije,
believe you offered yourself. Right?
like, hey, who's picking you up?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh no, my other friend's picking me up.
He
I'm
offered the protein cannons.
free month.
It's like, if that doesn't work out over there, I got you, bro.
I got you, bro. And my answer,
I just got my Manscaped package.
Yeah.
slip and slide, baby.
Yeah.
You got me at a good time with.
It works out for you and me.
A los dos.
Yeah, so ofrecí de llevarlo al aeropuerto. So
Yeah.
I'll be taking you, fucking meet up with Westside Dave, have some lunch. Because, we were the
Yeah.
squad, bro.
Right,
we're like
right.
fucking Call of Duty.
I hope that the homie Bobby's not watching this because he's gonna get jealous if you show up.
I know.
So why you answer for him and not for me? Bobby?
Bobby with Sludhammer. Shout out to Bobby.
Oh.
Que has hanging.
I think he hasn't responded since I said that bass players are weird with. So that had to do with me, I think. Sorry, bro.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
Hey, Bobby, you gotta realize, bro. It's called the shuffle way. Sometimes you're in it, sometimes you say things that don't hit, and then you just gotta go with it, right?
No, that one is like, it's because I told that story that I had gone to a theater. It was around March. My friend, her daughter was in The Little Mermaid. So while we were there, they silence your phone. So I silenced my phone and I never unsilenced it from there.
Yeah.
So the next day when he calls me, I got pinche todo third dream in, fucking phone's going off, but I don't hear it. And
The story was
Is it
going a little
like
longer.
the Grammys wrap up or what's
Yeah,
going on?
ándale, güey.
Yeah, dude, you didn't get the memo.
Gotta play him off, güey, porque that's like a 30-minute story, güey.
Ya había acabado, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
there
yeah,
goes that story, bro.
yeah. You can tell me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll tell you at lunch.
There. Whatever.
Me and Steph just looked at each other like, fuck, this story's gonna go.
I had production over there saying,
Oh man.
Those are dicks.
why are we dicks, way? It's part of the show.
I have feelings.
It's in the song. He's an
feelings.
asshole, way.
Yeah,
I have feelings.
gotta play with
Wait, but you're the one that has the control of the fucking mixer over there. Se la avientas al Esteban, güey.
He didn't do anything. All I saw his fingers go like this. And I'm like, I got you, fams.
Well, I looked at him. I'm like,
I saw this fucking. Oh, I got you.
Got it. I read you.
There you go.
This guy's a raconteur, man. He's a storyteller.
fuck, man.
He's gonna be in the fucking. If we were in caveman times, way this guy would be telling all kind of shit. That
You
No,
doesn't
the
make sense.
walls would have been
the wall-
fucking
graffitied up,
yeah.
man.
You'd be trying to invent the wheel and you would never get to it porque still no, it doesn't wrap it up.
He doesn't wrap it over. No, it's because we need it. Because look, we need it because we gotta go there. All right, good. Yeah, because this fucking thing's gonna change it. All right, good. Yeah, because
Revolutionary, bro.
Have I told you I almost invented a wheel once?
By accident.
Ay, güey.
just think about it, bro. There could be stands with these that can be pushed everywhere. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Make hot dogs and everything.
What? What are hot dogs? Oh, you don't know what I got coming, bro.
I'm not even going to tell you about the bacon.
Wrap your meat, bro.
You see that little fucking thing? What, that dirty pig? Yeah, that thing's good, way. There's bacon in there. Ramon, what's bacon?
You see those beef flaps? I'm going to put it in a stew.
What are you gonna call it, Ramon? Hi, way. This feels like a wrapping up, no? I mean, it feels like everybody's fucking ran out of juice. Sorry, Chapo, for the not so slick fucking outro.
Hey, no, you're good. You're good.
No hay pedo, güey.
All right, what do you got, Fernie? You looking or you got
Well, I'm
something?
going to let you get your stuff out first so I pull this up. Güey.
All right, Raza,
see.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for jumping in on our Patreon live, all our Patreon supporters. Chapo, thank
Yeah.
you for stopping by, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Fuck yeah. What'd you think of the burrito?
It was really good. I couldn't finish it. It was really good.
Yeah, that's good, man.
That's a snack on the trip home.
There you go. So don't forget, Raza, your support, your help keeps us going. So in order to, keep this little dog and pony show on its hind legs, you could always help us out with supporting us in Patreon. You could also help us out with, going to Manscaped, looking at the products, and maybe putting in an order with your with the coupon code Chicano Shuffle, one word. You could also do it with House of Chingazos. You can check them out. All these links, all these things that we bring up, it's on our Instagram page. On the link side, just go to it and it's easy there. Everything's there. You can go to our website, get us una camiseta to support the show, and fucking conversation started like, hey, what's Chicano Shuffle? It's a podcast. Tres pendejos. They always talking pendejadas, but they're funny. You can relate to them. Perfectly.
Porque soy pendejo.
Porque soy pendejo. Or pendeja.
Or pendeja. El pinche.
You could also help us out with some cafecito. Order from Mistaza. So especially right now with the cold weather, no matter if you're in California, whether you're in Kansas, whether you're in Florida, cafecito goes good with everything. So
Anytime.
put in your order and we'll ship it out and you'll have fresh coffee. Other than that, what else do we have, Fernie?
Aquí están unos patrons, bro.
A ver.
So tenemos a shout out to I guess this guy's just fucking like Prince, bro. Pelayo. Gracias, homie. He went all in, bro. And then there was a Jason Hernandez. These are for the whole month because I keep forgetting, no?
Yeah.
Pero Jason Hernandez. Gracias, homie. And then Lynette Riar, así se dice esa madre.
Lynette Rael.
Rael, ¿ves? Ahí está. Sí, I fucked it up, bro. It's
I
'cause
mean, it's the A
no,
before
no,
the E.
no sabo kid, bro.
Except that receipt.
I don't know.
I'll show you my card later, my Mexican card, güey. No pedo, güey.
What else, Fernie?
That's it, bro.
That's it?
Esos tres.
Otra cosa-
Gracias, homies. And what's a female version of homie, bro? The
Homegirl?
homegirl, ándale.
Ándale.
Por eso eres el mero Ramón show.
También, Fernie and I did the podcast tour. So if you want to check us out and hear more of the story or side stories or whatever, you could also listen to Fernando and myself on Flashback with the Homies with Ernesto Grimzilla. And then you could also check us out on the Mind Buzz podcast with El Gil Billy and the producer Amber.
Yeah, that one's on YouTube and audio.
Yeah, so you could get you could listen to these podcasts on the platforms that you listen to. If not, you could just go to YouTube and you could get it there. But un chingo de gracias for them, reaching out and asking us. And, we fucking gladly did it and we enjoyed it. Esteban, you have an event coming up. Do you have any information for that?
Soon way. I'll tell you next week.
All right, too soon. Next week, keep an ear open. Para los que estén en San Jose, fucking start saving up your pennies or getting a babysitter or something. Para que lo vayan a ver.
Ay, güey.
Chapo,
Yeah.
if people want to follow you, they want to know about you or who you are or what you're about, or how can they get that?
Just follow me on Instagram. Amor de Chicano, AMORDECHICANO.
CANO.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, hey, chingo de gracias for stopping by, dude.
you for
It's like,
inviting
again,
It's a dream come true for him, bro.
yeah. No, I mean, no joke aside. It's like you've always been helpful.
Yeah.
You've always been helpful.
Look how giddy he is, bro.
No, I mean, quotes that me and this guy been saying for 6 years, right? All of a sudden,
You
all hit.
fucking,
all of a sudden
yeah.
it's like a light bulb.
No, it's not even that. It's just that he said it the way it's supposed to be said. It wasn't chopped up or it wasn't,
No.
Maybe
messed
because
up.
you didn't interrupt them. Wait,
No, but I had a great time. It was easy talking to you guys and laughing and just felt like old friends that we
Yeah.
haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah, remember when he said he had nothing to say, bro? Fuck, bro.
I know. He was like, I got nothing to say.
It sounded like he had fucking MLK speeches right here, güey.
Yeah, dropping
Viva la
gems.
raza, no sé qué pedo.
Right. I just want to see our people happy, man. That's all.
Nah,
Pueblo
güey.
unido nunca será vencido.
There you go.
O jamás será vencido. There we go.
A ver, dilo Chapo para que le tickles his ball.
Thank you for those shaving tips, bro.
Hey, no problem, no problem.
Use the little blade on the edge. Vámonos.
Yeah, creates a nice transition.
Yeah, nice little fade in, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
Y hablando de fade in, let's fade out. All right, raza, un chingo de gracias and a ratos with that, eh? Take us out, Steves. Vámonos que aquí espantan.
Looks cool.
El Chapo te espanta ahora, güey. Fuck. That's fucked up, bro.